2.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Hello.
We're here. I'm sipping my throat coat.
Throat coat.
Here, spit in my mouth.
First minute of the show.
Yeah.
I need to keep my throat coated. Thank you, Reed. Somebody understands me. Somebody gets me. Yeah, by the way, shout out to Throat Coat, our Saudi benefactor, who donated $500 before the show even started.
Oh my God.
He knew I'd be sipping the Throat Coat. Today's episode is sponsored by Gamer Subs. Thank you. We love our Gamer Subs Nation. I can't tell you the amount of people in my real immediate life who are like, I usually don't like these kinds of drinks, but I love Gamer Sub.
Yeah.
I heard someone in my real life was like, I can't stop with the pina colada flavor. Have I tried that one? Do we have that one?
No, you're usually hitting that black cherry exclusively.
Right.
Oh, but I want
You
to
wanna try that pina colada?
now, if we have.
Do you like pina colada?
I had it. It was good.
I love pina colada flavor.
Getting caught in the rain?
I love pina colada flavor.
All different flavors.
Yeah, yesterday we had to cancel. I canceled the leftovers because you can probably hear my throat's a little hoarse. And after our like super long Reach and Babble episode, I didn't realize how fucked up my throat was. I think I was in the zone. And by the time I got home, I was just like, oh, brother. It's been hard. I don't know what's going on, but they're still squeaking? Man,
I'm sorry. I said
somebody's
I would
got
take care
to
of that.
fix
I'm
that
sorry.
floorboard.
I'm sorry.
We're not even talking about them today.
I think
A
that
lot.
was my favorite part of the whole episode.
squeaking?
Yeah.
I kind of agree. The squeaking hit pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. And I do feel it perfectly encapsulates the thought process of our dear friend Reach. Yeah.
Wow, you a bitch.
Okay,
Yeah.
calm down.
Ew.
So anyway, first of all, Hila's looking fantastic. Show it off.
Thank you.
Hila's looking real good today. You know what I said to Hila when I saw her? I said, and you guys are going to love this. I said, where's the rest of the jacket?
Dad joke.
Ethan. He still got it, people.
Well, my dress is the first peek at our Marvel collection that's going to be coming out
Teddy Fresh Marvel.
like either this coming week or the week after. We're
in
finalizing.
the Marvel universe.
Show it off. You didn't show it off enough. It's
You
Venom.
only see this
We'll
much.
show, you know what I mean? Show Venom. It's Venom.
Venom's cool. He's
And a slip skirt.
He's a symbiote.
Sick. Just a taste of what's to come. You guys got some good photos today?
Yes, we did.
The girls team. Hila's got a girl squad now. It's kind of awesome. Why do you look so
true.
much taller than me? Can you lower your seat?
I don't like to lower my
Wait,
seat.
why
Is your seat
why
lowered?
do I look so little?
You need to rise up.
You
No,
need to
mine is
You
rise
gotta
up.
rise up, bro. Rise to the occasion.
Maybe
Oh,
it's that.
no.
Wait,
Oh,
Okay.
it's up all the way.
He's up.
Are you just sitting up?
Wait,
there?
how do I
Yeah,
even?
just lower it all the way.
How do I lower it even?
There's
this
a
thing?
lever. You just
It's not doing anything.
maybe it's down.
We have an apple box behind you if you want to sit on
You're
it.
up
Yeah, you
all
want a
the way.
booster?
Apple? No, I just want you to lower your seat.
Apple?
Am I doing it wrong?
There's this right here.
Yeah.
You pull that
Oh,
up.
on that side.
Yeah, just lower all the way.
Okay.
More.
More?
Yeah, thank you.
I'm not doing the show from here. I'm not doing that.
It works for me.
I'll give you like an inch lower. Let's see.
Exactly.
Okay.
Um,
I can settle on this.
Compromise.
Yeah, so I've been dealing with this like crazy GERD where it's been so bad that like when I sleep, if my head isn't elevated enough, I just had stomach acid sitting in my throat.
Oh,
and I think
God.
that's what's causing all the damage.
Yeah. That's terrible.
It is. It is. It's been terrible. It has been really terrible. I don't know what to do.
I've only had that happen to me when I was pregnant and it was so uncomfortable.
You had the thing where if you lay down, you feel like
Yeah.
you can't. It's like, for some reason, I'm
Because everything is pushed to the top.
right. I'm burping a lot. And so when I'm laying down, I can't burp.
Oh,
It's just not coming out, and you could feel the fluid bubbling.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's the worst thing ever. Okay. Okay.
I think I have a solution for you.
So that guy looks super happy to be in that bed, man.
Why is he?
Yeah. Is that guy? I think that's a cadaver. I think that guy passed. Yeah, that's awesome, man. They're really selling it. Get me in that, baby. I'm stoked. Centro bad.
Get right on it. I'll order one right now.
But we have actually a really fun show here, which is obviously a change of pace for us. We have, hey Gabe, one sec. We've got Martin, the water sommelier, coming in.
I never got to meet him in person.
So that's great. So he's not only bringing some exciting waters for us to try,
Yeah.
but we actually are invested in what's called Watertok, which is a group of hooligans on TikTok. Did you hear that? It's so beautiful. Oh, I did hear that. But
Whoa, he's water themed.
so we're preparing Watertok recipes. People
Okay,
they try
yeah.
to make their water more interesting with flavors
Okay.
for us all to sample along with Martin. And then Dr. Idz is calling in finally to settle this great debate, which I'm sure he's going to side with me,
Okay.
that the World Health Organization, who are a bunch of quacks and losers, put out a statement saying don't drink artificial sweeteners. But the press report was bullshit. There's nothing in it. And Dr. Idz is going to confirm that to me today.
I'm so excited to be here for this meeting of the minds.
Yes, it's a very,
It's a symposium.
you know, ABBA accused me of being intellectual and, well, he may have had a point.
That's the biggest lie that he told.
Ah, you a bitch.
Dude, chill, bro. You haven't even responded to me yet.
You made me defend this dude.
Didn't make you do anything. Sorry, Gabe. Gabe, how you doing, buddy? That's a beautiful, I love the water setting. Is that on theme?
The water, yeah, it's water
Oh,
day,
his hair is
baby.
blue.
Do we love,
Blue and blue. Blue hair and
Oh.
blue shirt, blue
Yeah.
water. Yeah.
Nice, dude.
we love it.
Nice.
What's behind you, a gingerbread house? Where are you?
I'm by the waterfall, like by the golf course.
Oh, you're at mini golfing.
Yeah.
Back on the mini golf course. Who you with? Who you golfing with?
My buddies,
Let me see him.
family and buddies.
Oh, they're over there. You took a walk. You hit any?
Yeah, baby.
Gabe, you hit any balls on the freeway today?
Nope. Nope.
Good job. Good for you. Woo! Fuck, baby. Shit
just
my
wanna-
dick. Shit
Give
on
me
my.
a second.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love that shot,
Shit
baby.
in my dick.
Check on my dick.
You don't like water, so
Oh,
we're
you
gonna
got
pour
water?
water back into the.
Oh,
Dump
okay.
water,
what?
baby.
Wait, what?
Back to the earth.
What is this betrayal?
To the earth.
Back to the earth, Dan.
Really?
We're
I
refilling
don't
the water.
like water, but we fill it to the earth for the other people that can drink.
Yeah. Dan, he's filling the water reservoirs.
I don't like that. I would like that.
They take it, they mine the water, and Gabe's puts it back.
Gabe's got a mission.
Recycling water.
Did you say
If
you
you
don't?
don't like water, if you don't like water, put it back in the reservoir so people can drink it.
Yeah, baby. Woo. Fuck yeah,
Back
baby.
to nature.
Fuck yeah,
So
I
baby.
can't do the woo. What do you look?
Fuck me. Fuck yeah.
So he doesn't like water since when?
Yeah, did you say you don't like water?
Well, I have to have water for my health. You know, if you don't like water, you put some flavoring, like
Oh.
Splenda, make it taste better.
Oh, you just put straight up Splenda in your water?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, that's
How long you been doing
And you
that?
want for a while.
So Gabe is actually the trailblazer of
Yeah.
Watertok. This man's been putting Splenda in his water for years.
I see.
Because water's boring as shit.
It is.
Fuck water.
If you can't drink water, put like Crystal Light or some like sugar-free additive.
Wow.
It's not sugar, but it adds the kick into water.
Hell yeah.
Ah.
Water is boring.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Who drinks that shit?
Slander. Bringing Martin in on this day.
Don't you feel bad for animals? They have to drink like water out of a creek without Splenda. Idiots. Fucking loser animals.
Losers.
Animals, they don't care. Don't get water. Fuck.
Oh, they don't care. Okay, that's good for them then. So you drink water with Splenda. Do you have any other exciting ways
Splenda,
of making your
Crystal Light, Crystal Light tea,
Crystal
lemon,
IC?
Crystal Light, the iced tea with lemons, the best.
Okay. So we're drinking tea. That's good.
Sounds like an Arnold Palmer. Gabe, have you ever tried a product called Gamer Subs?
Gamer Sex, never heard of it.
Oh,
but
Really?
maybe it's worth it.
Well, go to
Gamer
gamersubs.gg/h3.
Yeah, we should send
next
you some.
opportunity. Yeah.
We'll hook you up.
Sure.
Yeah, it's
sure.
good. It's a great beverage. It's like water, but better.
Right.
Gabe, okay, let's cut to the chase, Gabe. I got to ask you something.
Sure.
You posted a picture with a young lady. Got us all talking and wondering. Can you see the photo?
Frankie Clark. I bet she's watching it right now.
You
It's
think-
like it's a great dinner.
Okay.
Now I got to ask you a few questions, okay, Gabe?
Sure.
Okay. You've mentioned that there's a special somebody you've been trying to cuddle with. Is this her?
Nope.
Oh.
We're just acquaintance. We're just acquaintance. She's crazy about me, and I gotta keep respect to her.
Whoa.
We're just-
Whoa.
What do you mean?
So she's interested in you, but you've rebutted her
advances?
her advances?
I gotta take it easy. I don't know her, so I just gotta be respect right now.
Okay. Okay. All right. Shout out, Gabe.
Whoa.
Like, she's nice. She likes to hang out. That's what matters. I got to get to know her first.
Wow. So you guys went out for dinner? Where'd you guys go?
We went to Al Pastillo in Beverly Hills on Cannon
Whoa,
Drive.
Oh, wait.
Wow.
You know how to do it.
That's like my favorite restaurant.
Wait, which one?
El Pastillo.
I don't say it like that,
never-
but I don't know how to say it.
Have we been there?
Yeah, we have on my birthday.
El what?
Pastillo.
El Pastillo.
Oh, yeah. That place is awesome.
Yeah.
Sorry, I call it El Pastillo, but
Yeah,
I think, I'm sure I'm saying
I'm
it
sure
wrong.
we're not saying it right.
Caca pee. So did you pay or did she pay? Or did you guys half-half?
Oh, no, I take care of it. I'm a gentleman. I gotta be a gentleman.
What a guy.
So this is very interesting to me. Okay. Wow.
So there's another potential cuddler out there.
So who's
that we-
the other girl? This is very
Oh.
interesting.
The second cuddler.
The
Her
mystery
name is
deep?
Frankie. Frankie Clark.
Oh, okay. I guess it's.
Oh, just got her whole
She's
name.
nice.
You just gave her full name out, huh?
She seems nice.
And what's her address and
No,
phone
no,
number?
no. Don't say.
No, no
Don't say.
address.
Don't say.
No address.
No.
No.
I'm gonna keep it private.
That's a good one.
I gotta
real
respect.
So when are we going to see a picture of the other one?
Soon.
Okay.
Still cooking
Maybe
on
this
that one.
weekend?
He's still cooking.
Not to
This
pressure-
weekend?
Oh.
Dude, Gabe is
Wow.
Mac Daddy, dude. He's out
Is
there,
he?
White Claws,
Gaby boy.
fancy Italian dinners. That's my boy. Good night kiss. Did you guys hold hands? I mean, what happened?
No, it's a formal talk.
Just a
we
formal
get to know
talk.
each other.
Right.
That's all. It's like kind of like interview. What we like, The good thing, she likes fried chicken, and she likes Borat, that movie.
Okay, so there's a good crossover. Borat and fried chicken.
Borat is a good movie. I like Borat.
Me too.
Yeah.
So that sounds like maybe a good second date is Borat and fried chicken.
But it wasn't a date, was it? I don't think it was a date.
Was
We
it?
kind of call it a date, but it's just like a dinner.
It was a formal. It was a pre-date, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, pre-date. Oh, good for you, man. There it is.
There it is.
There it is. I hope that the other girl isn't jealous when she sees this post, or were you like, maybe I should let her know that there's other fish in the sea.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's busy. The other girl's busy. She's gonna be gone for the summer.
Why
So
is she so busy, bro? I don't know.
yeah, she is busy.
What does she do? What is she so busy doing?
She does movie it's like producing musical videos and stuff. So
Okay, lots of traveling.
yeah, lots of travel.
Oh, it does sound busy.
That's gonna be tough. If you guys settle down and get married and have kids and stuff, I just wonder if the traveling could be the constant traveling could be a hindrance to your guys' relationship, but that's a question for down the line.
Yeah. Worry that.
I don't want to
about that
broaden it
later.
up. I just,
Yeah, let's
I
talk.
just keep my respect.
Absolutely, always. Good man. What's your score on the mini golf course? You doing good?
That's okay. I get like 3-4 tries and that's it.
Trying to stay under par.
Are you in the middle of a course right there? I saw a whole family behind
Yeah.
you.
Yep. Just going.
Awesome. Gabe, love to hear from you. And here's DJ Khaled doing some golf that might inspire you while you're out there on the golf course. Here it is.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Go.
Yeah, something's happening.
Let's go.
They're talking.
What happened? Does Khaled react some response from you?
DJ Khaled.
Another one.
All right, Gabe. Have a great day. Okay, always a pleasure. Have a
I
great.
just want to say, have a great fucking day.
Have a great motherfucking day. Tits in my butthole, bitch. Squirt milk in my butthole with your tit, bitch.
Oh my God.
Pour tears from my eyes, put lemonade on the side, and shove it up my pee.
Oh, hey, how about this? Get a glass of water, put some Splenda in it, and then give me a fucking what do you call it when you do
Colonoscopy.
No.
Colonoscopy.
No, not a colonoscopy. When you
Enema?
Enema, yeah.
Enema.
Enema with splendid water, bitch.
Nailed it.
And
All right.
put it in my eye.
Who the fuck is Uncle Gabe?
All right, listen.
Who the fuck
Fuck is Uncle Gabe?
Who the fuck
Who
is
the
Uncle
fuck is
Gabe?
Uncle Gabe?
Uncle Gabe.
Who the fuck is Uncle Gabe?
Who the
My
Who the
throat is
fuck
starting
is
to
Uncle
hurt.
Gabe? Who the fuck, bitch?
All right, buddy, you have a great one, okay? We love you.
Have a great Memorial Day weekend,
It's
bitch.
a long weekend.
Another one.
What is
What is
happening?
he doing? Oh no. He's suckling.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Alrighty. Okie dokie.
Gabe is intimidating me. All right, Gabe, have a great
You just
one.
got out of alpha. dude.
We love
You
you
have a good one.
forever.
See ya.
All right. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bitch. Bye-bye, bitch.
Bye-bye, bitch. And love, beautiful love. Cap off the convo. My throat is already hurting.
Oh no.
This is going to be a problem.
Uh-oh.
I need more throat coat.
Actually, Gabe gave you a nice little segue there to mention that Memorial Day is next Monday.
Yeah.
And
This Monday,
this coming Monday.
Yes.
we are giving the crew a day off, including ourselves, okay?
Everybody, let's honor the troops.
In memory of the troops,
The fallen,
we memorialize you.
all the troops. From all the
Memorial
country.
Day speech. Let me just read this.
All troops everywhere from every country, we memorialize them.
Again, thank you for inviting me to join you today during this Memorial Day remembrance at this beautiful park on this beautiful day. Every time I visit the park, I walk by each panel of the original monuments to read the names of the local heroes lost in the Second World War. And then I stop by the statues of soldiers and small children with the names of those lost missing from Korea, Vietnam, which hopefully someday will also contain the names of over 60 Nebraskans lost from our most recent conflict in Iraq and Afghanistan. Omaha and the surrounding communities have borne a large burden of our nation's fallen from the Civil War forward.
Are we
Hold
can
on,
clean our
Nebraska?
hand
Why are
off
we
the whole
honoring
time.
Omaha?
Hold the fucking phone.
What are you reading?
We honor you, Warren Buffett.
I just typed Memorial Day speech and opened up this motherfucker's speech from 2013. Major General William Grimsley,
Well, shout out
Chief,
to Omaha.
Chief of Staff, U.S. Strategic Command.
Hell yeah. We love Omaha.
Well, hold on. Nebraska was on which side of the Civil War?
I should know this because it was one of the states that the compromise was involved in.
Because I'm not sure I want to be memorializing.
I think it was the North.
Okay. Nebraska.
They
so
were in the Union.
America.
We're in the Union? Well, we
Yeah.
honor them. Fallen soldiers, Yankees to the end.
They were strongly against the secession, in fact. So there you
Fucking
go.
Nebraska forever, dude. That's it. That's America. We honor the fallen Nebraskans. From Nam to Korea to Iraq, all the way back to the Civil Goddamn War, which we won, by the way, thanks to their help.
Yep. We.
Oh, fuck yeah, we won. Who's that right there? Who are you? Oh, you're with Martin, okay. I was like, Martin, like, looks different today. No, I'm not trying to be rude. I was just curious. You're like, right. I was just curious who I was looking at. What do you do with Martin? You just a friend?
I work in the restaurant.
Oh, you. Oh, hey, nice to meet you.
He said he's a longtime e-recliner.
Sorry, I couldn't
He
hear.
said he's an American. He's just feeling patriotic right now. Pledge allegiance.
Bratzo rapper. Oh gosh.
Wait.
He-
That sounds very
he made
familiar.
he made a
Said,
brat. Well, we'll have to pull it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's a friend of Martin's from the restaurant, who I guess is a fan who wanted to come say hi. What was your name again? Brendan. Hey, Martin. Give us a sec, okay? But love you guys. All right. Yeah. Fucking hell, man. Nebraska forever, bro.
Shout out to Nebraska.
Damn. No independent war, no independence. I guess they didn't exist then, huh, probably. I was just saying, where's the clout for the men who followed to the English?
It was not one of the 13 colonies, so no.
Nebraska.
Sorry.
Probably not even close. Okay. So, I want to say right here, real quickly at the top, or my throat completely needs to be coated, that the women's classics,
Yes.
which we are hyping up the other day, has dropped. Women's classics, bare ear hoodie. Women's classic hoodie, pants, zip up hoodie. That's right.
I was just wearing the t-shirt this morning and I was thinking to myself, I need like 10 of those.
Wait, I was just thinking that too, because I don't.
The women's t-shirt.
Lena, can you get me like one of each, or actually get me like two of each shirt color, pocket tee?
Me too. The women's.
Also, I'm gonna need shorts of each color.
I also feel like the women's zip up is just like the perfect fit.
Yeah,
It's so fun.
good. So good.
It's really fun. It's just a little bit cropped, but not crop.
Exactly. So good. Here she is on the model, crushing it. Love her.
Love her, Sabrina. She's so gorgeous.
And so, can I get two of in these two colors, Lena? Do you see that? Thank you.
And then we also have a little denim jacket and a long sleeve that was a mini small collaboration with an artist that I love, Kat Rose. These are her drawings, and it's really cute.
It is very cute. You're not kidding. And a long sleeve.
Yeah.
David says. Fuck yeah. So there it is, teddyfresh.com. Thank you. You know what's funny? So we had this really fun moment on our members stream on Tuesday where this always happens. People recommend, they go, oh, listen to my music. And I'm always like, do you really want me to listen to your music? Because you're going to put me in a tough position where I'm going to have to say your music sucks. Because your music almost definitely going to suck.
Okay.
Just by
Okay.
sheer odds. I mean, I don't think I've ever, at best it'll be like, eh. But this girl, she sent out in this song, and it was only had 17 views after like 2 years.
Whoa.
Phenomenal. We
Really?
were all freaking out.
Oh my god.
And I would love to play you all of her name is the Violetas, and her name is Elizabeth something or other. Elizabeth Holden. And I would absolutely love to play this for you, but Elizabeth, you claimed me like fucking 12 times. And I literally go, Elizabeth, as I'm listening to all her music, I said, I don't want any distro kid bullshit claims. What is with these people? They get, you know what I mean? It's like 17 views and you're claiming me. I know
Probably
it's not
by
her.
mistake.
No, I know it's not her, but like these whatever the fuck their
Company.
Distribution
it's
networks.
just, it's crazy.
Yeah. There's a
Chill.
tab you can click like to allow it to claim.
It's so stupid.
Right.
But I'm sure that she didn't mean to because she was, over the moon. But she's awesome. Go listen. But I
So
can't listen.
was it released?
No.
Wait, let me. Really? Did you check today? Let me.
Well, it's
look.
the members. I don't think I even disputed it.
Yeah, it doesn't
Got it,
really
got
matter because it's on the members.
But I just
thing.
thought it was funny because they're not going to release it. It's some random fucking company. They probably don't even check. It just take 30 days to release. Eight claims for each song.
What?
And I did a whole speech about Elizabeth. No fucking weird companies claiming my shit, right?
All right, I'll listen to it after the show.
Check it out though. It's very good.
Cool.
That being said, can't play it. Shout out Elizabeth. Look, check out the episode claim page. This isn't even all of it. This is just a screenshot. This is all my claims, and it keeps going. I was like, what the fuck? Come on. Who you kidding? Yeah. Golly, my throat's going faster than I thought it would.
Yeah, it sounded rough, buddy.
Are you ready to host, Ela? Can I get some more throat coat?
All right.
Throat coat.
What do we do here today?
Wow, you a bitch.
Well, should we?
Stop, I'm sick.
Well, one thing we should do potentially is our ad because we're almost at 30 minutes already.
Okay, so quickly before that, I just want to say to everybody who enjoyed our Babble and Preach episode yesterday, thank you everybody who watched that. I know we went pretty hard and long on those guys, but you know what it is? This guy, he's been going and saying the most heinous shit you can say about another person, frankly. Accusing me of like lying about essay and just the wildest shit, doxing people for fun.
At first, I didn't even know what you guys were working on because I saw you guys work so hard on all the research for it.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what's the deal, but I think it's good that you did address it because it's
Just put it out there.
It's all such bullshit too.
And the thing, these guys enjoy like a good reputation. Like people don't criticize them. And I think it's time to break that fucking, break that taboo, which they're all about breaking.
They're all about breaking taboos.
Breaking them taboos. Also, an interesting comment came up. You guys might recall when Babel was like...
you said we're disingenuous.
Wait, hold on. Where's the one where he says, I think young girls are disgusting?
I know. Real quick, while you're looking for that, I just want to say if you are having problems and you are on an iPhone or an iPad, you are not alone. Apparently,
Goddamn, Google.
they have not fixed that, and I'm seeing a lot of reports that they are crashing nonstop.
Weird.
Yo, what?
If you have the ability to watch on a different device, either a desktop or Android device, if you have one available, it's working great there. But if you have updated the YouTube app within the last week, you might be kind of fucked.
YouTube, why are you doing this? And I'll tell you what else. YouTube's trying to fucking ruin my business. That whole episode of Babble and Reach got demonetized because there's a scene where Babble takes a blow-up doll and slams it on his head. 5 seconds, 4-hour podcast. And they said he was motorboating it, which is a sexual act.
Crazy. That is so crazy.
I said, guys.
That's a good use of the laugh. Yeah.
I says, guys, I'm running a fucking business here, dude. And now people can't
But it
even
was
watch.
like, it seemed so harmless. And also, how could you have known that that would be an issue? I wouldn't.
Well, I'm sure it got mass reported by their fans and stuff. But that specific moment that they... come on, guys. Yeah, but somebody pointed out about Babel. This is good. It says, wait, we're going to glaze over young women are disgusting by the guy who previously worked in child welfare. I didn't know that. But the way he... Uh-oh. Jesus, we're melting. Oh, God.
Something is beeping.
There's a... Everything okay, Dan?
It's our battery backup. It's overloaded. We're figuring it out.
So... Everything's fine, though. I'll keep going.
Yeah.
So I thought that was an insightful comment. He's like, I fucking hate young girls. They're disgusting. And I thought that was pretty good. So, find that interesting. Also, one more thing. My feeling on them is that after 8 videos of saying the most heinous shit possible about me, they're going to be enlightened now and be like, no, we don't need to respond. We're going to take the high road now.
Yeah, well, I don't think they have the IQ to properly respond. Like, everything they were saying that you showed was so dumb. I couldn't believe what I was watching.
I don't think they're dumb. I just think they don't do anything. They don't work on their videos.
Well,
they
it's
don't.
It's also like you said, they are pandering. They know what their audience
They're
want
on
to hear.
autopilot.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Real quick.
And they just play into that.
Elizabeth Holden's in chat. She said, "I'm so sorry. I didn't know they would do that. I'll go fix it."
Yeah, I know you didn't. It's just funny after everything.
But there was some really dumb shit, like
Horrible.
The part where it's like women choose not to learn from the data. Well, how did it
the
say
one
it?
about women. If you believe in global climate change, you have to
Yes.
believe the science. Jokes don't do anything to anyone anytime.
Oh my God! Yes, that
Go-
one.
But and also what they said about Olivia is unforgivable, right? Zach?
Yes, of course.
Okay, if you don't know who Olivia is, she's the loser feminist researcher who spends all her day on Reddit boards and thinks that's research, okay?
Bitch, what the fuck research do you do?
How dare you?
You a bitch.
I'm sorry, but like y'all put out a video like every day, and it's clear you don't put any work in. This is how these guys do videos. They play a video, they react to it, they post it. There's no thought, there's no prep, and that's why they can't possibly respond to our well-reasoned, thought-out 3.5-hour podcast, because they don't know how to actually respond to something like that. All they do is play a fucking video and respond. This isn't Fresh and Fit just being goons. But the thing is, they owe me an apology and some corrections. And so I'm definitely not going to let them weasel out of it. Like, they didn't say the most heinous shit imaginable about me for a fucking, like, close to a year. And here you go. Before you try to ignore this and act like it didn't happen, babble, all of a sudden you want to take the high road because fucking after you made 8 videos on me, coward bitch, listen to yourself.
You said we're disingenuous, we're cutting you out, but you just admitted you don't even know the context of what we said.
You don't even.
And you call us a liar for it.
You call us a liar.
Like,
You
what are we
say that we.
talking
You
about?
say that we lie. You say that we clip. You say that we take things out of context.
Proved all those.
But you just said that we don't watch your. You don't watch your shit.
How about this? How about this, Ethan? If we're such liars and so disingenuous, just do a live stream and showcase how we took things out of context.
Literally did that in 3.5 hours. So I mean,
Where the greater context, and if you're right and you showcase it, I promise you I'll get up here online, and the next day I'll admit I'm wrong.
okay, bitch, the next day passed. The next day already passed, you liar.
You a bitch.
Okay, so here's what I'm waiting for my apology for. Lying about me skipping the Hassan video. They went on this whole like 5-minute rant about how I'm a bitch because I skipped the video they made defending Hassan, which wasn't on the screen. Was not on the screen. So the date, your deadline has passed. So that apology is late from you, my friend. Also, you said I'm homophobic. You went on another 5-minute rant about how I'm homophobic when I didn't mention anything about gay. Anything about gay at all. So, I mean, that's another apology. And I do think, and this one obviously isn't for me, but I do think it would be nice as a bonus apology to apologize to the girl you doxed and harassed from Fresh and Fit.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And especially after they said I doxed someone and should be permanent.
Which was also crazy.
Yeah, so
I mean, I just want to get it out there that doxing, the definition is that you are showing something that is not public.
With the
To
malice.
the public, yes.
Yeah. So we didn't do that, but you did do that.
You did do that.
You literally did do that. Okay. So as I sit here waiting for the apology that was promised to me, I remind everyone that you are thinly veiled red pill fucking losers, basically diet Fresh and Fit, and every day you don't respond, you just look like moron cowards who can't back up anything they said about me and aren't accountable to anything they ever said. So with that being said, have a great weekend, you fuckheads. See you next week.
I have one more name for them. Pander and Preach.
Pander? Oh!
Whoa.
Yo, that's so good.
If you don't want to respond, go on with your life, but just go to sleep knowing you're living your life pandering to what you know people want to hear from you. You're not actually being true to yourself.
I don't think they believe it either. That's the thing.
Well, they're just not. They don't want to know the truth.
They don't care. They don't care.
I think they do care deep inside. I think they know exactly that if they put like crazy Ethan Klein in the title or crazy feminist, it's gonna get million views, you know.
Just
so,
look. Yeah.
Yeah,
but so you guys, I'm here. You know what I mean? And I'm not done talking. You know what I mean? Like I told you guys last week, they didn't believe me. I said, straight up, I'm fucking crazier than you. And I'll do this whole thing if you want. And I'm sorry you think that internet beef is cringy, even though you made 8 videos about me. But I'm here, bro, and I'm gonna hold you idiots accountable. Babble and preach, babble and reach, fucking creak and reach, creaky ass floor losers.
Pander and Creek.
Pander and Creek. It's never gonna stop. You know what I mean? You guys open the Pandora's box. That's Ethan Klein. And it's Babble and Preach season out here in H3 Podcasts. So I hope you guys enjoy the flavor, the love that I bring.
All different flavors.
All the different flavors, boy. Yes, Babble and Leech, Pander and Leech. It's all happening. I'm glad you think it's funny. I think it's funny too, and I'm gonna enjoy the whole ride. I hope you guys do too. I wasn't kidding. They even made a video about like, Ethan's a fucking douche. Okay, we'll see. Thank you guys. Waiting for my apology. Appreciate that. All right, so let's thank our sponsors, and then we'll get into the. Martin's going to join us for a wonderful water-based segment. Wow, what a treat! He's excited. He said. What's that?
Oh, spit pocket.
I can't swallow the water. Martin wants me to spit the water out. We'll see about that. All right, let me think. Oh, there's the GamerSup ad isn't highlighted. There's no URL.
I got it. Here.
Thank you today to our wonderful sponsor, GamerSup, who such a fantastic supporter of the show and who we love so well.
Go ahead now.
Thank you. Yeah, these guys are the best, man. And once again, I'm telling you guys, you don't think you'd like, a lot of people don't think they'd like a drink like this, but they all come back.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard about the mango, the pina colada, from people who are like, I would never drink this, but I can't stop. It's so good. It's hydrating. You can get with caffeine. You can get without caffeine. I personally like the caffeine one. I like to stay energized and hydrated. Tastes awesome.
You can get a fun cup.
It's got electrolytes and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And I hear it comes from a natural spring out in Switzerland. The powder just emerges from the earth. GamerSup has a new lemonade flavor that dropped today. And it tastes great. They also have a new polarized cup. Do we have that cup? Show that cup's sick.
This cup is so cool.
Oh, this one or this one? Oh, we're using it in the segment.
Yeah,
so that's good.
You'll see it soon.
So their new polarized cup, which you'll see soon. Also, we are crafting a flavor which we're all excited about.
Yeah.
You know, this thing's coming out, and we've been in the lab, all of us. And I think it's my favorite flavor. We called it Sigma Brain.
Oh, really?
Flavors.
Yeah, because it enhances, it increases your IQ, and that's backed by science. Peer reviewed. No, it tastes great. The actual flavor of it is spicy margarita, but we thought a different name would be more fun. Sigma.
I also like zesty margarita.
Yeah, zesty, spicy. But
all different flavors.
But mango, black cherry is the one I drink. Pina colada. I mean, they're all good, and it's fun to try all the different flavors they have. They have a ton. You know, get all the different shakers. That's what it is, man. We love GamerSups. GamerSups.gg. Use the code H3 to get 10% off your order. thank you to Gamer Subs, man, for continuing to support us, and thank you to everybody who has been buying Gamer Subs. It all helps the show, so thank you guys. All right. Should we set up? Sure. Let's bring out the man, the legend, the mythology. They're all good. The drip king. No. He's dripped out. Martin is always dripped out.
That's true.
All right, that sounds like diarrhea. Like
after a while, it does kind of start sounding like piss.
Yeah, it sounds like the last dribble. Yeah. Martin, welcome.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Here comes the nice glasses.
Wow.
Wow. Stunning. And then, what was his name again? Brendan, will you be sitting with us? You sure?
So first of all, I want to say hello.
Yes.
I'm sick.
I never met you. This is like kind of bad.
I'm sick, so don't hug me. Let's do like this. You don't want this.
But here before, I want to release something.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Like I said.
Awesome stuff.
Aw, thank you so much.
Like I said, Martin is always dripped out.
Ooh.
There we go. The water sommelier is back in the building.
But you're gonna taste with me, guys, huh?
Yeah.
You see, we made you your own background there. Take a look. Take a look at the screen there.
Oh, look at the screen.
Water is not just water. That's you.
Nice. I brought some special waters as well. I heard you want to drink with me water, and I was a little bit afraid what you kind of waters you're bringing, and so I thought I need to have some backup.
Okay, so here's our plan.
Yep.
You spend a lot of time on TikTok. Have you heard of Watertok?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I don't know what that is, obviously, but I heard about it. Let's say it like that.
So you have some preconceived notions about Watertok?
I saw 1 or 2 videos and I almost had a heart attack.
Okay, because me and Dan were debating which way you would take it.
Yeah.
So we're going to review some Watertok videos together.
Okay.
And then Samantha is in the laboratory creating special waters for us to enjoy together.
Again, that's the reason I asked for my spit bucket. So.
Yeah, now, do you drink, Martin? Do you not drink flavored beverages or Cokes or anything like that? Or is it just
I
water?
brought you a flavored water, but I will release this later on. What I consider a great flavored water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But by these being said, I know you have a little drama about accountability. I just heard it. I had exactly the same, guys. Like, you know, my little fun with the Kangen MLM people. So last week, somebody on TikTok thought it would be fun to make a debunk video of Martin Riese, and she started her whole sequence of, this guy's ridiculous, he has a punchable face.
What?
Oh my God.
Wait, hold up.
First of all.
What?
Punchable.
So I did a video, and maybe you should
You
see
guys
it, because the video is hilarious.
I'm
It's a
pulling it.
very, very fun video where I debunked them, and I have to say, thank you so much for all the amazing food soldiers, because you killed that lady. Like literally, like she had to obviously get rid of that video. TikTok right away pulled that video.
Really?
Then she had it still on Instagram. On Instagram, she deleted that video as well at one point. It was crazy.
Listen,
like,
that was
I had so much fun last week.
those were that was the Spritzer crew or the Water Boys. That wasn't us.
Yeah.
So here it
That
is.
lady was insane.
But yeah, you've been going to war with the Keegan people, right?
Yeah.
But that, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you know that. It's some multi-level marketing bullshit where they sell this super expensive
ionizing machine. They have a boot camp in Orange County where they all get trained. They're all getting trained by the same people, and they're all trying to come with me with the same stupid arguments. It's like, be a little bit more creative, guys, huh? Like,
I love that you're public enemy #1, though. They probably have your face on the
for sure. They will. But I think like there are other water companies. A good friend always said, like, Martin, be careful when like you see like some water trucks. Maybe they're gonna hijack you one day.
I think so.
Like, because you're bashing them all the
There's
time.
a lot of money in water. They have a vested interest in keeping you quiet.
Yeah.
All right, I'm curious about this water drama now. Let's take a look. Jennifer Ketty.
Yep, that's it.
I'm honestly annoyed that I'm even making this video because normally I just wouldn't even waste my time. However, this man
Man,
is
imagine being so invested in Keegan that you have to defend a multi-level marketing business.
Against an individual.
It's probably sold you a bunch of like $10,000. Yeah, this is the Mount Rushmore of water. Who are you? Okay.
makes a living off of bashing what I do for a living, so this feels like an open invitation.
Hello Jennifer, here's Martin, your personal water sommelier. Obviously wanted to hear my voice. So I thought I'm doing a stitch because you did a stitch as well, and thank you so much for it.
Oh my God, dude, she's not ready for the market. I can tell. This
It's gonna be fun, trust me.
Girl, you are in too deep.
It's gonna be fun.
Hold on. Oh, this got some love too on your channel, eh?
Oh yeah.
It was annoying for a number of reasons. The first being that his face is just like punchable.
Second thing.
No, that's just not true.
Bam.
He's a handsome man.
The guy I was arguing with told me to kill myself.
Look at that.
So, you know,
it's
not cool, dude. It's not fair. It's not fighting fair. Shame on them.
Thank you so much for your insult that I have a punchable face. Let me check with my parents what happened to my face. They're responsible for it, and I will get back to you.
It's just punchable in the sense that like a doctor is in the background talking. Also, my friend made this video. A doctor is in the background talking, and he's just like shaking his head and making weird eyes. Like, what are you doing? It's a literal doctor.
Hold on. A doctor?
Listen to the video.
Okay.
It gets better.
Does she show the doctor?
No, absolutely not.
Because I want to see the doctor.
No. The doctor is actually not the doctor in his field of that. He is a doctor of, I think, psychiatrist or something like this. So he has like no clue what's
Right.
I'm
Doctor of philosophy.
That's classic.
Yeah. So it's like classic case of
The
like they're
Nexium
using.
guys, I believe, have a bunch of doctors and experts too.
Yeah.
Like, say something.
But hey, I'm here to answer your question because you had several questions in your stitch, and the first one was why I'm not talking and why I'm making these crazy faces. Let's face it, I was speechless that a doctor not even knows the shape of our cells.
Reshapes it into a hexagonal form like the shapes of your cells.
Like I learned in elementary school.
Okay, wow. I mean,
right, a doctor.
We can all agree on that.
Yeah.
Hexagonal cells. Yeah, maybe in a parallel universe.
You absolutely.
I was very
You ended
slow.
her. You ended her
You know,
whole career
in a
right
parallel universe where the laws of physics are just totally different.
Got it.
there. Right. Dunked. Freaking dunked, dude.
Oh shit, you pulled up the graph
Oh,
on
sure,
her?
absolutely. You have to make it like
Girl.
you have to talk to the Kenyan people like children.
Yes.
Like 2 or 3-year-old children in not even elementary school, in like kindergarten, to make them somehow getting what you're trying to say. You have to do it. The other way, you're completely lost. One of them said once to me, Martin, you're always saying like alkaline water doesn't make sense because when it hits your stomach, the pH will get neutralized. And then he said, by the way, Kangen water gets absorbed by your body before it hits your stomach. You think, what? It was like, you're the first person on this planet who is able to absorb water before its stomach hits. It's crazy. These people are nuts.
I don't see any hexagonal cells in
No, me neither.
Not really even close, huh?
Hexagonal shapes. So I don't know what the doctor is talking about.
The second reason is that he's like, oh, don't buy Kong and it's an MLM. Okay, bucko.
Oh,
Thanks,
no.
Bucko.
I'm surprised you had the courage to come out after that one.
Oh, the second insult.
I just mostly want to hear what you say, and I want you to hear what you say, because as you're saying it, you're probably going to say, everyone at the top makes money, and it's a pyramid scheme.
So do you know why I hate MLMs, especially Kangen MLMs? The magic word, and you as a wizard will love this now.
Myself a water wizard.
She calls herself the water wizard.
You know who else calls themselves wizards? Clan members.
Well.
Okay.
Just saying, not all wizards created equal.
Accountability. When a water company claims something, they better tell the truth with facts, because when they're not doing it, they can get sued. So the problem with the MLM Kangen is there is no accountability for the company, for the mother company in Ganek, because they can say, our distributors are doing all these outrageous videos, we don't say anything about the health claims, our distributors are saying this, So we are fine. So they cannot get sued. So that is for me the big problem with MLMs and especially with Kangen. There's no accountability to the mother company because the health distributors are creating these outrageous videos. By the way, Mr. Emoto was a pseudoscientist, not a scientist. And not even he himself could replicate his findings, what he mentioned in his books.
And if Martin would tell me where he got his little...
Is she actually making money from this?
I have no clue.
Or is she just like, you know what I mean?
It's
She's a victim of that. Or
oh, absolutely. They're all victims.
Yeah.
And then they are all so deep into it because they invested so much money in it that they have to sell it. It's cruel.
That's what it is.
It's very
Isn't
bad.
that what a pyramid
It's so sad, actually.
That's what the MLM shit is.
Correct.
They sell you a ton of shit. They fill up your garage, and then you have to sell it.
Yeah.
That's fraud.
And then at the end of the day, you're the only idiot that actually spent money on it.
Yeah.
Is that fraud? Would you say, Ja Rule?
That's fraud.
He knows.
little water sommelier certificate, I will go to the same course and I will get the same thing because since that obviously matters, or maybe I'll go on a documentary. I don't know.
Right. Look, I'm just a little humble guy who's passionate about water. Here, even in the United States, 2.2 million people don't have access to clean, safe drinking water, and I think we need to change that. We are here on the same page, hopefully. So in 2005, I crafted my first water menu in Germany because I wanted to bring attention to water and wanted to bring more healthy beverages in the restaurant scene. Then in 2009, I wrote a book about water. It's called The World of Water. It's considered the leading book on the subject of water in Europe. Then in 2010, I received my certification as a water sommelier from the German Water Trade Association. By the way, I have my own academy now. It's called the Fine Water Academy, and I'm certifying water sommeliers around the world because the more we know about water...
She's out of her depth.
No, she's crazy.
You might even say she's waded into the deep end and is drowning.
Yeah, I was going to say, she's drowning.
Hey, too much water is dangerous, huh?
Oh, yeah. My mom says that you can drown in even a teaspoon of water.
She's right.
I don't know what that
depends on your side. The better it is for everybody. And then in 2011, I came over to the States based on the O1 visa for extraordinary ability, aka the Albert Einstein visa. When you reach the top of your field and you know... Because she's like saying, oh, he's just a water sommelier. Who's that guy? Huh?
Yeah.
This random dude on TikTok. He's saying, yeah, maybe I'm a little bit more than random.
Right.
Albert Einstein visa. Who are you again?
Everything pretty much of your subject, and this was by me with water. The US government can give you a visa, and that was my entrance to the United States because I have the O1 visa for my knowledge of water. And now I'm just been featured on hundreds of media outlets like the BBC, the CNN, the Netflix, National Geographic did a documentary as well. So I think I have slightly, just like a little credibility when it comes to water. But I have a follow-up question for you. So you what she could not answer. She's refusing
device.
to answer this question. What I have for her.
Okay.
She's still refusing it.
Let's see.
Then you know what's going on with
Let's see.
It's when it comes to Kangen, and I would love to know an explanation what medical device actually means under the Japanese law. Because I see a lot of Kangen people using this as a defense of like, look, this is a medical device. So again, what does this entails actually under the Japanese law to be a medical device?
Is that what they're saying in Japan? They can
Correct. So Kangen always, or this distributor's always saying, but it's a medical device water. A medical device. So I looked into it because I like to fact check my stuff. So medical device under the Japanese law means it will not blow up in your face. It's safe to use. So for example, a glove is a medical device.
Seems a little broad.
A Band-Aid is a medical device. It has no meaning whatsoever for any health aspects. Even under the Japanese law, they're forbidden to say ionizing machines are forbidden to claim any health aspects. But here in America, they're claiming, oh, it's a medical device water, therefore it's so amazing.
But they say in Japan?
In Japan, it's considered a medical device. But again,
that's crazy.
It's just, but medical device just means safe in its operation. Nothing else.
Yeah.
No health benefits whatsoever.
That is very weird.
Sneaky, sneaky. Okay, answer the question then, lady.
Would love to know that.
The cancer surviving human. So what I say doesn't mean anything either.
Jennifer, hopefully I could...
I'm sorry you had cancer, but no, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Since when is a cancer survivor suddenly a pro on subjects of water?
I mean,
like, I don't know. My mother is a cancer survivor, and what I'm saying it in a second. She's a cancer survivor, and I'm very happy she listened to doctors and not a water company.
Yeah.
As a cancer survivor, I believe I'm entitled to tell you about the physics of nuclear reactors. As you see, it's implanted some kind of wisdom in my brain.
Enlighten you a little bit why I'm against MLMs and why I'm against Kangen water, but I wanted to say something very personal to you, because I know that you're a cancer survivor, and I want to congratulate on that, because you have to be a very strong and powerful woman to fight cancer, and you did it. And I'm so happy for you that you did that. My mother is a cancer survivor as well. She had breast cancer for 40 years ago. And I'm so happy, like her, that you went to doctors, that you got treatment, and I know how chemotherapy, how hard it is, and you get an operation, and you did not listen to mumbo-jumbo claims on the internet that you can heal your cancer by drinking a special water. So thank you so much for that, and all the best to you, Jennifer. And remember, water is not just water.
We won't forget.
What a great video.
So she erased her video?
Yeah, sure. She erased the video, and then she started to text me on Instagram, and I was a nice guy, and I said, like, so can you please answer my question? And then she suddenly played the victim card, like, I don't feel comfortable that your fans now texting me and harassing me, saying, sweetie, you started that whole thing, huh?
Yeah.
Like, I'm so sorry, but
she started by calling you your face punchable.
Yeah. I'm like,
that's like so low.
Listen,
you actually made a reasonable response.
I think so too.
So, is her video still up on Instagram?
No, she deleted it.
She's out.
No.
She's out.
Yeah, she deleted it now.
She's welcome to call into the show.
Yeah, please. Kangen people, huh? Come over to H3 Podcast.
I'd love to talk to them.
We will have some fun with them.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I'm glad that that's a dub for the water sommelier. Of course it would be. So, what's the schedule there, Sam? We got the flavor.
She's got a bunch of stuff there.
Should we get started? How do you want to show off some flavors there? Or should we get started with our beverages? All right.
Probably show some.
Oh yeah, let me watch some videos.
Some water talks.
So what is Watertok? So there's a new trend on TikTok. It's very popular. Watertok. People share their recipes for water, which is interesting. I thought it was just one ingredient. Oh, that's not true, though. There's minerals.
Correct. There's a little bit more, but I
Yeah.
think like the recipe for water is created by nature. That's my belief. When all H2O.
Yeah.
That's the recipe of water plus minerals.
Essentially, all they're doing is dumping huge amounts of sugar into the water. Or in most cases, it's artificial sweetener, claiming it's water. So here's some examples of popular water talks. Pina colada water. Now, this is a popular recipe. It has 300,000 likes. So I'm assuming it's got at least 1 million
views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here it is. Oh, she also has a code here. Use Tonya42 to save money. Awesome.
Water of the day, and it is 11:55. So I'm cruising with the water goes today. Let's go to the old caddy. These are my favorites down here, so I'm just going to pick one. Not even going to look.
This is giving me like Facebook Live.
Totally.
Scary.
You remember that weird thing where people were like
With
shucking
pearls.
oysters
I was just thinking about
and
that.
selling pearls? Did anyone?
Did any of you guys ever watch that?
We did this deep
Oh my
research.
God.
We wanted to do an H3 video, but
And we never did.
it never came together. It's a shame 'cause it's so good. Fuck.
There were so many people once you go down that rabbit hole of like they're streaming themselves like opening pearls.
Opening oysters and then
And-
selling the pearls to people.
And some of them make jewelry out of it, and like some of it was so obviously fake or like weird. It was very weird.
They buy the oysters pre-slotted with the pearls from like Southeast Asian countries that just like super unethically farm them and just shove like pearls. It's super weird, dude. But yeah, this is giving me this. You know.
See, what are we going to get? Ooh, crushed pineapple. One of my faves. What are we going to add it with? All right, let's go to the water bar. What's it going to be, y'all?
What?
Dragon fruit acai? Nah. Coconut. Let's do that. 2 pumps
Well, that
of the
wasn't
coconut
random.
syrup. Mama's trying to have a pina colada. Let's do 3. All right,
Jeez.
pineapple packet.
My
I'm
God.
mixing that up. A new cup just came. I literally cannot wait to open that Simple Modern cup. It's 40 ounces also. Let's give this a go.
That looks like my pee.
If you like pina
Without the
colada.
ice cubes, all of it.
Martin, be real. Your pee's not that yellow.
I'm so, right. Yeah, I'm better hydrated. You're right. But like, oh my god.
And I do, baby.
So wait, what was the
It's 40
review of
ounces
that?
also. Let's give this a go.
She loved it.
If you like pina colada, and I do, baby.
She didn't really say if it was good or not.
I mean, she started dancing, so kind of
She was
assumed that
like,
it's good.
overly shocked by all the sweeteners.
So what's interesting is the pumping of syrup and the powders. What's interesting to me is they're acting like they're doing something new, but they're
Isn't
creating-
it just juice?
It's just with
They're
flavored
creating
water.
sodas, non-carbonated
soda.
sodas.
That's it.
That's all what that is.
It's just
with
not-
a high possibility of diabetes too in the future.
Right.
That's all what that is.
So I should say, a lot of these hashtags are about weight loss and stuff. So I guess a lot of it is about getting off sugar,
Oh,
right?
really?
Yeah, but these artificial sweeteners are not really healthier, let's say it like that. Huh?
Oh, what that is.
Okay,
That's gonna be
well,
interesting.
That's
and
a conversation we would like to have.
Martin,
I
I,
agree.
have news for you.
That's a
We have
conversation.
do you know Dr. Idz? He's a prolific TikTok doctor.
Okay.
And he's been on this show to debate that very topic. He claims artificial sweeteners have been proven to be there's no proof that they're harmful, let's say that. He's calling in later to report on a study put out by the World Health Organization, not a study, a statement saying don't drink artificial sweeteners. So we're going to have the chance to cross over to Water Sommelier.
Oh, I'm happy to learn as well. Maybe I learned something tonight, but it's going to be a flash of the Titans,
I'll
baby.
say this. He is, unlike the Keegan doctor, a highly qualified medical researcher. He's the man. So if he's
What my problem is with artificial sweetener, it gives me this extremely dry mouthfeel. And when you drink a little bit more than all this like diet stuff, it's super strange on your palate at one point. And it almost feels like you need more and more and more and more. And I think that has something to do maybe with like, because I have it with some waters when they're coming from natural occurring source, when they're super low in TDS, they're pulling minerality of your saliva, and then you have this dry mouthfeel. This is like the thing with Dasani, that everybody thinks Dasani adds salt because they want to make you thirstier. Actually, that's not true. That's a myth. Yes, they're adding salt, but in very small amounts. Like the TDS of Dasani is 28. It's like barely anything in there. They're not adding enough salts to make that actually tasty.
Not enough salt.
And I think that is the problem what I have with this artificial sweeteners, that they're giving this strange, weird, dry mouthfeel after a while. And and for me, it's disgusting.
Okay.
I can't
There it
handle
is.
this stuff.
There it is. Oh, boy.
Martin
I'm
says,
so glad
I
you
don't
said
think
that.
so, to the
But let's
artificial
face it,
sweeteners.
like when they're saying like artificially flavored or natural flavored, that's just like, in my opinion, it's almost bullshit.
Well,
It's natural versus artificial flavored, because
Oops.
let's face it, even when it says natural flavor, that does not mean there's like real lemon juice or something in there.
No.
They're finding a chemical, what's been found in nature. They're putting this, processing this highly in a lab. And like, it's barely anything difference between artificial and natural flavor. It's a marketing gimmick.
Well, can I
They
ask you
use that.
something? So there is stuff like monk fruit. What is it called? Monk fruit sweetener, and it's like it's an artificial sweetener. There's no calories, but it makes things sweet, and it's, I guess, made from granulated monk fruit. Is that right, Dan? Are you seeing anything on that?
I am. I've never actually heard of this.
So I actually heard about that from another doctor on TikTok. I follow a lot of these medical guys, and he says he eats Greek yogurt with monk fruit sweetener. That's the one he uses. What are you reading about it? How is it made?
What are monk fruit sweeteners? Monk fruit, also known as okay, I'm not gonna say Lohan Guo.
Bro, you seriously just butchered that.
I'm trying. Or swingle fruit. I like swingle fruit. That's just fun. A small round fruit native to southern China. Monk fruit sweeteners are no-calorie sweeteners that can be used to lower one's intake of added sugars, while still providing a satisfaction to enjoy or taste something.
Isn't that interesting? It just comes from this. Is that so weird?
I've never
So
heard
it
of this.
makes
not.
it sweet, but there's no sugar.
There's
in
no calories.
Huh.
Isn't that
All
odd?
different flavors.
And it's the same thing with Zetiva? How do you call it?
Sativa?
No.
Stevia.
Stevia.
What do you think about stevia?
Again, it gives me all this weird aftertaste.
What is this? This is war. What do you think about war? This guy.
War.
Your thoughts?
He feels a little dehydrated.
Yeah, he's not looking very healthy.
Like,
wait, what the fuck did I type?
Stevia, I think.
Why did you?
Oh yeah.
Warframe.
I don't know. Stevia. Okay, here, stevia plant. So like the monk fruit, it comes from this plant, and I don't know how it's processed.
Stevia causes what's called depression, and
What's
even
called
Dr. Idz-
depression?
Depression?
Back up.
Causes.
What?
What do you mean? What's called depression?
I said causes.
Oh, it
causes depression?
And even Dr. Idz agrees with that. I found a TikTok where he agrees. Or he
Stevia
mentions
causes
that.
Hold your cards,
depression?
love. Hold your cards.
Oh,
What?
Hold your cards.
Love's ready to go to war.
I've been loading, dude, for when he calls
Yo, oh, Love is ready to debate Dr. Idz.
Love is very much on your side, Martin.
Yeah, Love came.
He's not a believer in the artificial sweeteners, and
yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
I am. I'm a hardcore Coke Zero guy.
You used to be Pepsi Max, huh?
Right.
How'd you
But
know that?
They got rid of it.
How'd you know that?
Israel.
He knows all the lore,
Sometimes
dude.
I know stuff. Huh?
That's a deep one. Yeah,
Wow.
Pepsi Max was
That's
doing my
when we
shit.
used to live in Israel. Pepsi Max was the thing
It was
for
a popular
us.
drink there.
It was very popular. I don't know. Maybe it
Interesting.
still is there. I'm not sure.
Should go to Israel again.
But
I was there
we
like
used.
4 years ago. It was one
Oh,
of
you
my
were?
best vacations ever.
Oh, cool.
Tel Aviv.
Tel Aviv
unbelievable.
is the
Oh my
best.
God.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
great to visit.
Love that city.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
me
great.
too.
So much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ethan and I, years ago, back in Israel, we kind of used to argue about that because he would always drink the diet drinks, and I used to feel like, I have a feeling they're not good for you.
Well,
and
no.
he would be like, well, there's no study
There's
that
zero
it's bad.
calories. There's 0 calories.
And
in
I
it.
always said, well, I just have a feeling that something doesn't add up.
I mean, it's just the laws of thermodynamics. 0 calories. That's it, right? There's
Hey,
nothing
water
there.
has 0 calories as well. Should be.
Exactly. my
There's
point.
a very famous brand. It's called, I think, Vitamin Water. 120 calories. That's just
That
crazy.
shit I don't drink.
I have
Yeah, I
no
know.
clue how they even allowed to call themselves
I
water.
agree.
It's
Right,
a
it's-
fucking
it's a
soda pop.
juice.
Non-carbonated soda pop.
I totally
And for
agree.
the people who hate me on this now, yes, they have the 0 ones as well. Yeah, but it not even looks like water, huh? Dragon fruit is not water, guys.
There it
It's
is.
a soda.
false advertising.
Martin is taking a stand, but I agree on the vitamin water is tricky. I mean, that's just a flavored drink.
Yeah,
It's just a
absolutely.
sweet drink. It's a candy. Oh, let's move it on to lemon pound cake water. Sounds good to me. And I believe Sam
Internet.
prepared us this one. Is that right?
Yes, we have that one on standby. So take a look at this and let us know what you think.
Also-
Yeah, you can go ahead and just bring it out now, Sam.
I will note that all these ladies, it seems to be mostly ladies doing it, all have coupon codes and shit in
you.
their description.
Shredder. Scared me.
Thank you.
For 10% off your first order of skinny mixes,
Scared
use
me.
the code WaterGal10.
Another
Feels like a
day,
heat right on
another
me.
flavored water sleigh. Let's go. So I just got home from work. I've been
Okay, I'm a fan. Flavored water sleigh time.
Well,
rocking my
let's
big
see.
natural hair, and now it's time for us to make my final water of the day. So today's water is going to be inspired by one of my all-time favorite desserts, a lemon pound cake. To get started, grab your favorite 40-ounce cup. I'm not using my Stanley today because I got a clear cup for you so that you can see the drink. Fill it up with about 35 ounces of water and 5 ounces of ice. But to be honest, today I just kind of winged it. So do whatever you want. Okay, so for the powders, you're going to start by using 1 lemonade packet. I got mine from HEB, but any
I got mine from skinnygal.com, coupon code skinny10.
lemonade packet will do. And now for the syrup.
It's honestly giving me more than anything multi-level marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the cake flavor, you're going to be using vanilla almond. So you're going to do 1, 2,
And I
3.
can't get behind the syrup pumping. That to me is
That's scary.
Yeah, it's odd.
Yeah.
Because syrup implies there's something else in it to make it thick.
Okay, and can I just point out, the first ingredient is a lemonade packet. At this point, you're just drinking lemonade, right?
Correct.
That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, it's water.
Nothing to do with
like we were just.
No,
We've already before you add anything else, you put the lemonade packet in there. That's lemonade. You're drinking lemonade.
No, it's water.
Recipe.
I don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
lemon pound cake
It's a
water.
water recipe. Stop it.
Semen tastes good.
Oh no.
Okay.
That's a different.
That's not a water recipe. It's a different issue.
I love the delusion of it all. They're like, yes, this is my favorite water
They
of
all
the day.
have very big eyes as well, huh?
Big eyes? You think that's
Yeah, like
that's
she
maybe
has
like
very,
a,
very like large
you think
eyes.
that's
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
I'm
medical
obsessed with
side
that.
Other
effect?
one as well.
I love everything.
Maybe drinking it makes their eyes bulge.
Like,
Right. Yeah.
hello, I have some water with me. Wow.
Maybe it causes like hyperthyroidism.
And then for the buttery flavor, you're going to use
Buttery
caramel.
flavor?
Buttery flavor?
Okay,
No.
girl,
This
girl.
water has a flavor profile.
It's
off the
wild.
charts.
Hold on, girl. I'm not putting butter in my water.
Girl, have you ever tried it though?
I'm about to. Is this the same recipe, Sam?
Yes.
Oh,
Really?
that's exciting.
I don't know if this is exciting. I feel a lot safe
We got
right
the
now.
buttery in
Let me
here?
finish. Let me finish.
Oh my god.
And a half pumps of caramel into the cup. All right, you know the drill. We're gonna mix,
Caramel.
mix, mix until all of that powder is dissolved. Okay,
Mix,
so I
mix,
went ahead and I
mix.
put the lid on, and now it's time for the taste test. Whoa.
Yeah, whoa,
Okay,
it's so
this
bad.
one
Whoa. That's my reaction when I have a very bad water. Whoa.
is really good. It's light, it's refreshing, it's
Is it?
perfect for summer, and just
Right.
has that little hint of decadent lemon
Of
pound
disgusting.
cake.
Just a hint?
The hint of disgusting.
Okay, so I've wondered how sweet are these drinks?
Oh my god.
And now we get to find out. So cheers.
All
You
right,
with this, Martin?
cheers.
I don't know.
You can do it.
Lemon
you can
pound
do
cake.
it. It's Friday.
Okay, be brave, Martin. I know there are sacrifices in
Holy
my job as a
fuck,
water
that is
sommelier.
putrid. That is so sweet.
The smell already is.
I knew these
I
women
hate
weren't
it.
right.
I'm not exaggerating. I hate it.
It is so fucking sweet.
I hate the buttery, like the fact that I heard her say buttery and now I can taste it. And
You know what it tastes like, Hila? You remember when we tried those disgusting weird flavor sodas, like bacon
Yes,
flavor?
oh yes, that's the.
This is bacon
This
flavor.
is one of those. Yeah, totally. Even the color looks like it.
So as I suspected, it is like insanely sweet and just vile lemony butter. Would you want
There's
butter in your
so
water?
much going on from a taste perspective.
Try it.
What it's like. It's,
Did you
it's
try it,
really
Sam?
hardcore.
I'm sick, so don't get
Here.
But interesting enough as well, the first video and the second video, they first of all they're saying water. So obviously they're using, I think, tap water. It doesn't matter actually what kind of water they're using because they're bloating it in with all this crap. And therefore it doesn't matter how good the water is in the beginning because you're getting rid of all the shit. And then they're adding tons of ice cubes. Did you saw this? Both videos are like tons of ice cubes in there. They
for
have
summer and
to.
just
You're
have-
anti-ice.
Yeah, because imagine this lukewarm, you're gonna puke.
Oh
And
my
I
God,
have a
you're
video.
right.
But
I did a first of April's Fool's video where I tasted Logan Paul's Prime Energy drinks.
Okay.
I had almost a heart attack. It was one of my worst tastings ever in my life, and I cannot believe the hype after that. I could not believe
I'm
it.
with
Olivia
you.
loves it.
I tasted it, and again, it's so sweet.
It's so disgusting.
I agree with you.
I dumped it. Has like 100,000 views. I dumped that whole thing in my no.
But
No,
people,
no.
but Olivia is feeling.
Yeah, I can't even believe what I'm hearing right now.
I really like it too.
Prime.
It is.
I will drink that as water.
It's
I
so
love
sweet.
it.
Blueberry.
What did you
Sorry.
think? I
Sorry,
was
Martin.
watching.
Sorry, I saw you.
Hold
I saw
on,
you
hold on.
get really mad at me just
Hold
now.
on, hold on, guys. Everybody, calm down.
Okay.
Martin, I
Olivia.
apologize.
Really? Come on!
so
I know
good.
it's almost a year that I was here, huh? Like we need
know, I
we need to
know.
have a private discussion, I think, afterwards.
Okay. I'll set aside the time. Absolutely.
I was
we
watching
talked-
your reaction though. You did not.
I didn't like that. It tasted milky.
Can I say?
Sorry.
Holy shit.
No, don't say
Gad's
it.
about to do it.
Oh my God, no.
It's not that bad.
Whoa, dude, no
I'm
way.
I don't think it's water. Listen, it's not water.
Not
this
the buttery
this is some
flavor.
Crazy ass. It's super sweet, but I don't know.
that's not bad, huh?
Not bad.
You like the butter flavor in your water, Dan?
It's buttery. It's light.
I will.
I definitely would not describe it as light.
But I do.
It's umami.
Yeah, no, light. No.
And not refreshing. Come on, that is not refreshing.
Martin, what
it's not.
flavor of Prime did you try?
I had all three.
What is
I
that?
have no clue what they called because I erased them right away out of my brain.
Did you
because
try
it
the one that
so
was
bad.
red, white, and blue on the same bottle?
No. I had the energy drinks of Prime.
Okay, well, you know what, Martin? We're gonna have a little girls' day, and you're gonna try the hydration
A girls'
drink.
day.
He's not gonna like it. He's not gonna
No,
like
you're gonna
it.
love the
do
ice
need
pop
to,
flavor. I promise.
Okay, we'll see. They
I
had
do need
blue
to say
raspberry, I know that, and I had no clue what blue raspberry is. Natural flavored blue raspberry. Since when are raspberries blue?
When they grow.
Natural flavored.
When they grow, they're blue.
Right. Under a lot of different
Yeah,
scenarios.
they're neon.
When you had a lot of other drugs maybe prior,
Okay.
then
Go ahead,
it
Elo.
might be blue.
Yeah.
I have to defend my ice water, though. I'm a water person. I drink water all day and coffee. But I like my water with ice.
It's fine.
It's so good.
When you like it, but I'm against the idea of that a restaurant serves you automatically ice and lemon in your water. That is my problem.
most people like that,
because
though,
like
Martin.
When I'm buying myself for $12 or $13 a bottle of water in a restaurant, in a fancy one, and you've been to this
yes.
fancy restaurant where I did the stitch with. By the way, I gotta invite you to my restaurant where I'm working currently at Gwen in Los Angeles on Sunset Boulevard, and I want to see a full review what you're
Okay.
doing over there. So on Sunset Boulevard with
do
Curtis
it.
Stone, come over. You're invited. It's a nice, beautiful Michelin star restaurant.
Really?
You
Wow.
both are invited. It's a nice date night, huh?
Okay,
Martin,
thank
there
you.
is blue raspberries.
What?
I'm just-
Really?
I think this is Photoshop.
Okay, because that looks like a Photoshop.
Because I was curious because there's other blue raspberry things, and I don't know why.
This
Well,
Photoshop. for
Logan
sure.
Paul's the
Yeah.
creator. He's colorblind, I think. So maybe.
Oh, yeah,
Colorblind.
that's true. He thinks he's
Right.
a freaking blueberry.
But let's go on because that
Okay.
has to be like the worst already. So let's see what else is like
Well,
out there in water.
Well, before Dan came here and said he liked it, I wanted to go back and watch your reaction again
Has that little hint of
of
decadent.
tasting it.
I can't stand that. Whoa.
Whoa.
That's how I
No
felt,
way,
girl.
no way.
You
I
ain't
don't buy
lying.
it. I don't buy it. Dan, I can't believe you just did that.
Listen, I wouldn't go out of my way to drink this, but
No,
like,
no.
I wouldn't say it's
Martin, I'm
vile.
so sorry. I talked to them beforehand.
I'm a big
Guys,
water.
here at the studio.
I respect water. I love water. I got the shower filter that you recommended
we
last
go.
time you were here. I've been
I
using
did
it ever
too.
since. It's fantastic.
Martin, that filter changed my life.
It changed my
made
life,
my
too.
hair so much more silky.
I don't have that problem.
I
but-
heard you can
but
play the
I
guitar
like-
even better now since you use the shower filter.
Selling out shows. I will say I wasn't able to use it because it doesn't fit on our shower head. We have a
Oh,
weird
same thing
shape.
happened to us.
I used the other one.
Are you serious? You've been
Yeah.
using the other one the whole time?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's got the filter.
Oh.
We
You
got the
just used that
filter.
one?
Yep.
You don't even use the.
No.
Wow.
Whoa.
You know they have a whole filtration system for your house.
Oh, for the
And
whole
then you don't have to
house.
worry about it
What the
anymore.
fuck?
Because
Put it on
Oh,
the
that's
water
the
heater?
then
next
you have
level.
it everywhere.
How do I get that?
I'm
Do I have
gonna
to call
install
them?
it in my house right now. So I bought a house in Van Nuys, and I'm super excited. They just shipped it to me, and
Congrats.
I'm gonna do that because that's gonna be
We should do
life
that.
changing for everything.
Where,
Yeah.
Do I buy it on their website? A big ass unit?
Correct.
Called
It's a
plumber?
unit, and then you're done. And then that
Wow.
whole house has perfect water.
Let's do that. There it is. Martin knows what he's talking about. Oh, people are asking about the filter again. What was it called again, Martin?
Aquasana.
Right.
Aquasana. And then there's another filter I tested out. I was super surprised. I did a video about coffee. And I wanted to see if my coffee will change because let's face it, coffee is 98% water.
Yeah.
So then it's actually a flavored water, huh? Coffee. Watertok. Here we go. Can do now coffee talk. So I used a lark filter. It's pretty cool. LARQ spelled. Correct. A lark filter.
Okay.
I put my tap water in there, and then I brewed like with an espresso machine because I wanted to make sure it's exactly the same coffee. So I used the same pots. I used the same press button. So I used tap water unfiltered, and then the lark filtered water. And you should see the picture. Like I have it on my TikTok. It's night and day. It's
Really?
Pull
the
it.
color is completely different.
Really?
Like the filtered water, the coffee was so alive. All the aromas of your coffee came alive. It looked great. It tasted great. And with the unfiltered tap, It was disgusting. It was completely hidden the flavors. It was super bitter and weird, and even the color was different.
I want to see.
Unbelievable.
Yo,
how different a coffee will taste just by a good water.
You know, when we ate hummus in our favorite place in Israel, we asked them about like why is it so different overseas always, and they said it's all the water.
He's lying.
It's all in the water.
I don't believe them.
Well, it's like New York bagels, too.
They're full of shit. They just don't want to tell you what they do.
New York bagels
it's
are different.
Yeah, because of the water. There's no shot. By the way, and I'll say
too.
Hold on. And I'll say this. There are hummus places that we found that are as good in LA. There's not many. There's one or two.
Did you ask them if they maybe have a filter system in place?
In Israel?
Hell
no, they don't. Okay, maybe.
The water of Israel.
No,
but it's like the texture.
I don't want to
As
say
a rabbi in
replicate,
the
but
back,
at
he's
least
blessing
like
it all.
that they're filling out the
I don't buy it.
green.
Although I think to replicate Israel, they need to add shit to it.
Yeah, you need to add
make it dirty.
a whole bunch of
100%.
gnarly. Yeah, a little bit of like uranium.
Hey, water's terroir.
A little bit of dirt in there.
A little anthrax. I don't know. But so if I get that big house filter, will that make my coffee like what?
Way better. Absolutely.
Oh my God, I'm sold.
Lena, can you remind us to do that? Yeah. Oh yeah, we're doing that. Fuck yeah! Congratulations on your house, by the way. You bought a house recently.
Oh, I'm so happy.
That's huge. Good for you.
It's a big commitment. And then I thought, like, I have solar on the roof, and I thought, okay, Martin, you want to be a little bit more conscientious about the environment. So I bought my first electric car now as well. Since 4 days, I have electric car.
Oh, car. Which
so
one
now
did you get?
It's a Taycan.
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's what I'm driving.
Look, I love Porsche.
Oh my God, Martin, you're stacked. How come you are? What? No, but like, what's your? Can you tell me about like your income sources? I mean, you're stacked.
I'm
bro.
a hydrated guy.
You mean
No, look,
not
I'm
stacked? You mean he's
full-time.
hydrated?
A lot of liquid cash.
No, he's stacked. He's
I'm
fucking
working full time
balling.
at a SSGM at Curtis Stone's restaurant.
Yeah.
Gwen. So when you want to see me or meet me, come to Gwen.
So what is
They
your
pay you-
position there? A water sommelier?
I'm the general manager of that restaurant.
Oh, general manager.
I'm the GM.
Really?
Why don't we
And
go
then
there? We should go
I
there.
wanna
We should
go
go
there.
say hi to
come
Martin.
on, the whole team maybe. That would be
Oh
fun.
my
We have a
God.
private dining area upstairs. That would be awesome.
Oh.
Okay, we're
Best
doing
steaks in
that.
town, huh? Like we have like
We're
a
doing
charcuterie,
that.
like and everything. We have our own butcher shop as well.
Fuck Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, fuck David.
We all just went to Dave and Buster's.
Martin, does your restaurant have any like carnival games, video games, anything like that?
They got
Not
the coin
really.
game.
It's a Michelin star restaurant, so I'm
What
the only
about-
game you can play with.
Oh, okay.
Arcade?
When you're there, so
That's something. That's something.
come over. Huh?
Wait,
Let's have some fun.
Can you say the name of the restaurant? What is it?
Gwen. GWEN. Gwen on Sunset Boulevard.
Oh my God.
Can Ethan wear shorts and sandals?
Off the restaurant.
Can I wear
Is there a
shorts?
dress
Is there a
code?
dress
Is
code?
there a dress code?
No, we want
No.
that you're happy.
Oh, I
I
wish
hate
there was.
restaurants with dress code.
Oh,
I mean,
Come.
Martin.
Good
Best,
reviews.
Martin.
Fine dining.
Come over.
Oh,
have fun.
wait. This is the chef, the Australian top
Curtis
chef
Stone,
guy?
Correct.
Oh,
Oh, I recognize
Super
him.
nice
Oh, he's
guy.
a famous
The
chef.
celebrity
Oh yeah, but
chef.
he's great.
Wow.
Does he work there like
Yeah,
regularly?
he's all the time there.
Oh
Oh my God.
head chef.
Oh, so you're balling at a high.
He's at a high
Right.
level.
Wow.
Let's go, Martin.
I'm gonna introduce a nice water menu.
Oh,
Martin,
God.
last time you were here, you rolled up in the most bitchin' 911 I've ever seen.
I still have it. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Dude. That's okay. You're the man. Yo, we got to go to Gwen. Okay. I see
Cool
what's going
restaurant.
on here.
Great restaurant.
What kind of food is it?
I don't want to say it's really a steakhouse, but it's like a butcher shop, and obviously heavily on steak. So like dry aging, 80 days, 30 days.
Okay.
Like it's really, really nice.
Oh,
It's
let's
really cool.
go. Let's go. Next week, let's
Just
do
going
it.
for the water.
Or I mean, I don't want to say when we'll be there, but
Yeah, not next week. Let's
Not
go.
next week. Not next Friday at 7 p.m.
do we need to make a reso with you
Yeah,
ahead of
absolutely.
time?
Yeah.
How
Always
far?
let me know.
How far?
Week advance is always helpful.
So let's talk. We'll
We'll
talk.
talk.
We'll
We'll
talk.
set it.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll set
I
it.
can't.
Set
I'm
something up.
excited. How nice.
great.
Okay. So let's try. Dr. Idz is going to call in soon. Let's try some more waters.
Okay. What is in the fun cup, Sam, over there?
It's the next one that's highlighted. Why don't we
Okay.
skip to that?
Yeah,
Because
let's
Pink
do that
drink
one
special
because
recipe.
That
Yes.
cup is cool.
All right, here we go. This
Special one.
yeah,
this-
this one's very special.
I have a very
All right,
special
y'all.
one as well for you guys.
Excellent.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, this is the new cup we heard about.
This is the new
Oh,
cup.
it's so pretty.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right, here we go.
All right, y'all.
we're back for another water. Here we go.
Another one?
We got our Starburst pink drink in, which I'm super excited to try.
Starburst?
So we're gonna put that.
Can I
in our
point something
water bottle.
out? Dan, tell me if I can say this.
Oh boy.
No.
You should not, I think.
Thank you,
You
Martin.
get it?
I think, like, I have a feeling.
come work here?
Yeah, Tom.
That would be a no, Ethan. I'm going to speak before Dan reads it.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, definitely.
You got a hard no from everybody.
Everyone knows what I was going to say, though, right?
Of course.
I really didn't know where you were going with that, but
You
no,
really
don't
don't
say
even
that.
need to say.
You don't think that's a good observation?
No.
No.
It's a terrible one.
And I'll tell you
I
why.
shouldn't say it. I'm going to say something I probably shouldn't say.
I know
Okay.
someone that had a similar observation once.
Fun cup, everybody?
I feel like that's what Dan's typing.
I
Look
get
at all
it.
the
I get
ice
it.
again. Like,
Oh
tons
yeah,
of
that
ice.
is so much
Oh, yeah.
ice.
All right,
Crush
let's
that.
watch. Let's watch.
Bottle here, and we're gonna shake it up. Here we go. We'll be right
Shake
back.
it
Oh, I like the color.
All right, and we're back. We're gonna put it in our water. We're gonna be adding strawberry
Wait,
and
okay,
peach
so
to
it's like a
this.
martini. She's mixing it in a plastic bottle and then pouring it in. This is interesting.
Make it super tropical. Now, you know what's wrong with my pumps.
That's
Don't make fun of
foam.
me. Go check my last TikTok to figure out why I have these huge pumps in here.
Right, what would cause foam in water like that? It is
I don't
interesting.
even want to know.
We're gonna do
Why is it foaming? That's a
Foamy
good
water.
question.
The ocean gets foamy.
Look at that.
It's like beach. It's like
natural.
ocean current.
Yeah, the ocean is very pure,
Sea
right?
foam.
Semen.
Well,
It gives
if
it
you
The ocean has a
Yeah,
TDS
yeah.
of 38,000.
well, can I make a point?
I wouldn't drink that.
If you think about it, ocean is just a flavor of water.
It's so true.
That is so true. Salt.
So deep.
So, now, you know what's wrong with my pumps. Don't make fun of me. Go check my last TikTok to figure
Girl,
out why.
those pumps are embarrassing.
I don't know why those pumps are like really aggressive looking.
Oh yeah, they pump deep.
It's not, yeah, they're not cute.
Huge pumps in here. We're gonna do one, two peaches.
That was more than
That was
two.
three. That was definitely three.
Wait, honestly,
We saw what you did.
kind of like a snow cone, which I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but but people don't be like, I'm thirsty. Let me eat a snow cone.
It's basically water.
People on TikTok are doing
Yeah.
that.
Okay. fair.
They do be
And
doing
we're
that.
gonna do one strawberry, maybe two.
Oh.
Maybe two.
Maybe two.
All right, we got our straw.
All right.
Look how pretty she is.
Mix.
All right, let's try it.
Also, she said that she's going to make it tropical, and she added peach and strawberry. Neither of those are tropical fruits.
It's a nice tropical color.
Maybe together they are.
Maybe.
What
They
flavor
are
is this?
now.
Pink?
Pink Starburst. Like the candy.
Really?
That's the name of it.
Yeah, no, it's
Pink
Starburst
drink.
brand. We have it. That's what is in your cup right now.
Starburst are tropical.
Shake it up.
Starburst are tropical.
Oh my
God, you guys.
These new Starburst packets.
I cannot believe that I'm drinking
Oh
this.
my goodness. Let me know what you guys made today in the comments.
She's not even saying if this is good or bad, huh?
Yeah.
She's like, I'm shocked what I just created.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To the pink
Cheers.
drink. That is so fucking sweet. Why do they do that?
Martin looks so upset.
Don't. No.
Oh no! Oh, Martin, no.
Martin aborted.
No.
It's honestly
It's
terrible.
an insult on my palate. That's what the flavor is. An insult on your palate. I got a lot of disappointment flavors from that.
Well, you have this really sensitive palate. Dissect those flavors for us if you can. Describe it in a sommelier's terms.
That's interesting.
Coca-Cola created this Stardust Coke, I think, a special edition last year that tastes slightly similar to that.
We have one.
Overburned cotton candy.
Yeah, we weren't fans.
That's
I
what
remember
that
we
taste
tested it.
is. Overburned cotton candy. When you're going to your fair and there's like a guy
guys
who's
try
like
this?
not know what to do with this candy. Oh,
It
that is
left
fucking
such
nasty.
a bad flavor in my mouth too.
really bad.
Now, Sam, did you do the larger portion of the sweetener like she did? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's disgusting.
Here we go.
Shame on you. If you're drinking that whole thing, that's wild.
That's a 10.
That is the sweetest thing I've ever tasted. Holy fuck.
And now imagine it's warm when it's warm, because the flavor will even gain.
Can we warm it up? I want
palate
to
when
taste
it's
it warm.
And then it's like hardcore. Because what it does when you're adding too much ice, or like when you're adding
Can you warm that up
super
for me?
much ice,
Boil that for me.
you are hiding the flavors because you're kind of like numbing up a little bit your palate by the ice cubes you're putting onto your
100%,
palate.
yeah.
So when this is warm, this will be one of the worst things you ever put in your mouth.
That's why warm.
And I talk even about the
this.
street girls on Van Nuys Boulevard.
This one is really lingering.
So
yes,
throat.
it's lingering.
It's lingering.
Ugh.
I mean, just imagine intensely artificial sweetener just smacking you in the face, man. But let's see her reaction to the flavor again. I find this interesting.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's kind of similar to your reaction, Martin.
Oh my gosh. These new Starbucks
Stuff.
Yep.
Sam said she
And
has
she's
here
like
all the
thinking even
flavors.
like, look at this face right now. She's even thinking by herself like, what the hell did I do? You could tell in her eyes right now like, I completely fucked up.
You said Sam has all the flavors.
Yes, if you want to make one of your own.
But look at that. Like it's clearly this impression of, oh my god, it's so bad. How am I gonna like save this video now?
Now, Martin.
I want to
No
sell the stuff.
Martin, Sam warmed this up for me in the microwave. The pink drink.
Enjoy.
It's still like lukewarm, room temp. Oh, that's fucking nasty, dude. Try that. It's like acid.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't think you're sick, but I will not share with you anyway.
You don't want any of this?
Anybody else wants to hit this almost boiling sugar water? Or not sugar water, sugar-free water.
You know, in a sense, though, is there any other ones we should try before
We were gonna make our own. Those were the only two like existing formulas that we made.
Cool, we get the idea.
But I will say it is. I have
Dr. Idz
on
o'clock
standby.
Okay. Good morning, you guys.
Well, hold on. What about Mountain Dew water?
I'm making the same water I made yesterday. Why? Because it's that good.
Now, my theory on this, Martin,
It
and
is
tell
that
me
good.
what you
the
think.
Mountain Dew water.
If this is making them drink more water, quote unquote, if you can call it that, then maybe it's a net good for them. If they're trying to lose weight, trying to cut back on sugary drinks. If there's no sugar in it, I mean, I think they're going way too far with the amount of sweetener in it. But in a sense, good for them. They're drinking more fluid.
I think like my take is on it because again, I think 95% of Americans still think water is just water and it's all the same. Again, there are flavors in water already where you can already get all this amazing flavor from nature, whereas zero sweeteners, 0 calories, there's nothing artificially added, just healthy, great, amazing minerals / electrolytes. So I believe in that.
So, okay,
So
Martin.
I think for people like, look, last time I brought Vichy Kalalan, for example, what has a clearly distinct flavor, like this slightly saltiness. I think for people who want to get rid of their soda consumption, look for really cool, amazing spring-sourced waters with a higher TDS level, and you will be amazed that these waters actually have great taste. You don't need to add all this crap to it.
So, Martin, can you tell me which spring will produce me Mountain Dew water?
If you love a tart water, then this one's for you. If you don't love a tart water, then I've got 100 other recipes for you.
All right, let's get Dr. Idz on the phone.
All right,
Get
I
to the
will.
bottom.
Let
Oh
him
yeah,
in.
you like that color?
I love Mountain Dew.
It will
Baby
light, I
makes
think,
that,
under
it'll
UV
change
light,
your
huh?
life.
That will glow. That will glow.
All right, so now we're bringing Doc.
I'm gonna do a quick bathroom break.
All righty.
Too much water.
Should have spit it out. He was Doc.
All right,
Martin
ladies and
was right.
gentlemen, we have
All right.
Dr. Idz here.
We are joined by the great, illustrious, celebrated, the Dr. Idz.
He was looking for one more.
I understand you were enjoying a little vacation out in Morocco. Is that right?
Yes. No, Morocco was fantastic. Yeah, I had a
Awesome.
really, really nice time.
I'm glad you
Yeah.
enjoyed. You deserve the break. I mean, my God, Dr. Idz working round the clock.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. How are you, Ethan? How are you?
I'm very good. I'm actually really happy to talk to you because I've been catching a lot of shit from these haters in the office because of this outrageous claim put out by the World Health Organization. Now, but I want to introduce you first of all because we do have someone else here, Martin, the water sommelier. He's also a TikTok personality. Are you aware of Martin, this water sommelier?
No, I haven't seen. Martin, nice. It's a pleasure.
Good to meet you, my friend.
Great guy. You both are great guys here. But he's a water expert, a water sommelier, really a thing. And he knows his stuff. So he's here to share in this conversation of great importance.
That's great. The more people involved, the better.
The water symposium.
Dr. Carnivore is yet still to respond to our
Maybe
invite.
someday.
Yeah.
You know, he's changed his handle from Carnivore. He's taken Carnivore out of his handle now.
What is it now?
It's now just Paul Saladino.
Paul Saladino. Give me a break. Loser, idiot. Hey, Dr. Idz, before we get started, are you still single? What's going on with the dating life?
I am. Yes, I haven't found my wife yet.
Well, the women are out there clamoring, you know what I mean? What city do you live in?
I'm from the West Midlands in the UK.
Shout out West Midlands.
Yes. Big up the West Mids.
And would your significant other, are you looking for someone who shares your kind of faith background? Yeah. So there you go. So if there's any, Dr. Idz is looking, he's eligible, he's a doctor for God's sake, exercises. We got to, you know what I mean? Let us know, okay?
Thank you, my friend. Ethan, you're sounding under the weather. Are you okay?
No. No, I'm not. I have
what's up?
My throat's fucked up. Yeah.
Hello.
But also, Dr. Idz, you'd be happy to know, I don't know if you noticed, but I lost a lot of weight since we last talked.
You're doing very well, my friend. Very well. Excellent. Good work.
Drinking lots of water. Thank you for saying that.
Nice to meet you, Hila. How are you?
Nice to meet you. I'm good. I'm really excited.
Good.
Finally meeting
This
everybody.
is the first. Yeah, this is the first time, right?
Yeah.
I've been on several times.
Right?
Yeah, it's our first time.
Okay, so this is a great meeting of minds.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk shop here, Doctor.
I think me and Love have some unfinished business clearly.
Yes.
How did you know?
I just know if there was one person in the crew to kind of do a fist bump to like the WHO guidelines, it's probably Love.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Love.
Right.
I think Love even prepared some questions for you.
Yeah,
That's great.
Last time you kind of just came on and I had an opinion and I shared it. This time I kind of prepared a little bit, and should I go straight into it?
No, hold on, not yet.
Yeah,
He's eager though.
Clue your jets.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I know. All right, so Doctor.
I'm ready for a grilling. Let's go.
Now, Doctor
No,
Idz,
no grilling.
The World Health Organization, who, by the way, is full of quacks and charlatans. This organization can't be trusted just on its face. I mean, the way they filled the world during COVID basically delegitimized them forever. But okay, here they come. World Health Organization warns against using artificial sweeteners. Now, I read this, and I says, here we go. Maybe this is the breakthrough that we've all been dreading, right? And Dr. Idz, you mentioned you don't drink plain water, right? You don't fuck with water. That's what I said. That's what he drinks.
Oh my God.
This man lives on yellow drink.
Oh my God. Wait.
This is why I'm watching.
That's
right
what
here.
I said. Dr. Idz, he lives by, he doesn't just preach it. This man lives it. And he has a beautiful mind too. What is that yellow drink?
What is the yellow drink?
I will down the whole thing right now if I have to, just to show you that it's safe. Anyway.
No, I believe you. He had the same thing last time I asked him.
It's basically, I don't know if you guys have it. It's Robinson's brand is a brand of squash. It's like a very concentrated, solution you add to water. So it'll be this much water, and then there'll be a tiny bit at the top of the yellow drink that I add.
Love the yellow drink. This man does not drink water, Martin. He doesn't do it.
There are some people out there. Our former chancellor smoked for 80 years, I think. And I think he turned like 95 when he passed. Some other people dying on cancer when they're smoking. So I think I think every human person has a different like synopsis of what's good and what's bad for them. And I've personally, for me as a water sommelier, I think in general, it's healthier to drink real water versus water with sweetener or with stuff in there. most of the population. Let's say it like that.
This is the debate we're having. It's a great debate. And I love that Dr. Idz lives it. You know what I mean? That's my man right there. He lives it. He's not just saying it, he lives it. So back to the health organization, this corrupt organization that should be disbanded. They put out this statement, and I was like, oh no. And I read the fucking article. I start reading it, and I'm like, hold the phone. They're not saying anything new. They're literally just saying super general weird shit. Like they go, let's see. They say these alternatives to sugar, when consumed, do not serve to reduce body fat in either adults or children. Well, nobody was claiming that, right, doctor?
Ethan, you missed the two key words in that sentence.
Long term.
Long term.
Yes.
Oh yeah, my bad. When consumed long term, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what was your take on this big press release by the corrupt and besmirched World Health Organization?
So basically, hey, funny little anecdote first. So I'm actually on the WHO FIDES Committee of Health Professionals that combat misinformation online. Right?
Oh.
And the funny thing is that it's now my duty to correct the WHO.
Oh, really?
I knew it. I said, wait till Dr. Idz calls in. We're going to put this whole thing to rest. You can tell which side of the thing I fall on.
Oh, yeah.
I have a vested interest. Go ahead,
So let me just start off by saying that did anyone read or look through the 90-page PDF guideline that they actually released?
Oh, no. Heavens, no.
Okay. So that would be a good start, first of all. Because I'm obviously interested in the science, so I obviously went through it in pretty good detail. And now let me point out that technically what they're saying based on the total body of evidence is, their main statement is that going from sugary drinks to low-calorie drinks, where they use sweeteners, doesn't seem to induce long-term weight loss. Now, the key point there is long-term. There are several reasons for this. Number one, the controlled human studies that we have on this topic, there aren't many that go beyond 1 year anyway, right? So they're mostly conducted 3-month period, 6-month period. I've actually got papers that I'm going to show you guys with the graphs and what the results actually show. So I've got 2 studies that I want to show you.
Excellent.
The second thing I would say is the long-term evidence we have in humans are what we call observational evidence or cohort studies. And what this means is you don't actually give the intervention to a group of people. You take a group of people in the population and you observe them. You don't interfere with their habits at all, right? And then you take the group that consumes sweeteners and you compare them to the group that doesn't consume sweeteners, right? So if you look at in the US, you take a random 100,000 people, right? Let's say 30,000 of them consume artificial sweeteners. Can any of you tell me what type of person would typically consume artificial sweeteners?
The fatties.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, right? So it's typically, because all of these drinks and all of these products are framed as diet drinks, right? Diet Coke. These habits are going to be employed by people that want to go on a diet, right? Yeah. So when you look at those people who consume sweeteners, on average, are they going to be fatter than those who don't? Yes. Right? So we have an issue of what we call reverse causality. It's not that the sweeteners are causing the fatness, is that the fatness are leading people to consume more sweeteners.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the second thing, is that because we don't have controlled studies that last over a period of years, we have to look at observational data, and even they, in their 90-page PDF, they address that there is a possible issue of reverse causality, right? So that's the second thing. Now, their statement is a little bit misleading to people who aren't in the academic field, because people who aren't actually conducting research might not understand that the key phrasing is because we don't have the controlled research over a long period of time. But let me show you something. Am I able to share my screen?
Oh, yeah,
I think
probably.
so.
Oh, where's
Dan?
Dan?
I think so.
Dan's got it.
I've got it. Yeah, I've got it here. Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Let me just.
We'll give you access.
But another thing, as you pull that up, they don't say that artificial sweeteners are unhealthy.
No. Actually, if you looked at the guidelines, they actually state that these recommendations are for people without pre-existing diabetes or insulin resistance. So actually, what they're assuming is that their recommendation doesn't apply to diabetes. So by definition, the recommendation to consume them in diabetes is still valid, right?
There you go.
What they're saying is, in a population that are completely healthy, metabolically healthy, they don't think that there's enough evidence to make the conclusion that you should switch from sugars to low-calorie drinks. And that's the key point in which I would disagree strongly on.
That
and I
seems
will show you why.
crazy. That seems like a crazy stance.
Yes. I would say so. So
I would too, doctor.
This is so do you guys see this?
Yes.
We do.
Okay.
Okay. Now, this is all quite complicated jargon. I'll just quickly run through it, okay? This is what we call a meta-analysis study. So this title here, this is a meta-analysis. What that means is it is a study of studies. So where researchers take a question and they look at a lot of the research papers that have been done, and they analyze multiple studies at the same time to try and reach a conclusion, right? So think of it as a big research study, okay? They took 17 individual randomized controlled human trials, so 17 individual studies on this topic, and they looked at what happens when you switch and you substitute between sugar-sweetened beverages, that's SSB here, low-calorie or no-calorie sugary drinks, or water, right? So they looked at what happens when you go from sugar, low-calorie, or water, okay? Now, let me get up the tables here. So do you guys see this table here?
Yes.
Okay, now, so this table is showing what happens when you go from, this table shows what happens when you go from sugary drinks here on the right-hand side to the low-calorie drinks here. So see this column where you got the kind of, where it says favors sugary drinks and favors low-calorie. If you look at all of the metrics they tested body weight on the left here, BMI here, body fat here. They looked at glycemic markers, HbA1c. They looked at insulin resistance. They looked at even blood lipids, LDL, non-HDL-C, triglycerides. They looked at blood pressure. They looked at liver markers, liver enzymes, right? If you see here, pretty much all of them favor the low-calorie drink. And these are results from 17 randomized controlled human trials, okay? So now we have to be careful that because you see these lines, we can only say that it's statistically significant if both sides of the line fall beyond the left side of this dotted line here. So the ones that are significant are this one, that's body fat, that's BMI, that's body weight. We have this one here, that's a liver marker. And we have these ones that are almost significant, blood pressure, right? And pretty much the rest of them, we see trends towards improvements when you go from sugars to low-calorie drinks. So we come down here and we look at now what happens when you go from sugary drinks to water, right? Depending on whatever Martin's view was, and also Love, you would probably have said this, that if people went from sugary drinks to water, they should see an even greater improvement in health.
I don't see it.
Yeah, you don't see it.
It's not there.
So,
it's not even as good.
No, it's trending.
It's not even as good.
Yeah, it's trending, but look at it compared to the low-calorie drinks.
That one's performing better.
How do you explain that?
I think everybody agrees cutting the sugar is good, right? Like,
yes, but what Dr. Idz is saying, that their statement said they can't even say for certainty that going from sugared to artificial sweeteners is recommended, which is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now let me show you the third. Let me show you the third graph.
Okay.
This is comparing low calorie drinks with water. Okay. Pretty much all of them are slap bang in the middle, with low-calorie drinks showing a benefit for systolic blood pressure compared to water.
That's huge.
How can it be?
Now, hold on.
Hold on.
It gets
Body
better.
weight.
It gets better.
Hold on.
It gets better. Now.
Let the man speak.
Let me cook. Let me cook.
Yeah.
I'm still cooking. All right. Now, this control trial is a perfect example here. In 2016, they took 300 weight-stable people that were overweight or obese, okay? They were given the intervention to consume 700 ml of water or low-calorie drink, like I'm drinking right now, every day for 1 year, okay? They did that every day for 1 year. Now, look at this. This is going up in weeks, okay? This is the percent body weight change. -1%, -2, -3, -4. The bottom line, the more drastic line, is the low-calorie group compared to the water, who lost only a third of the same weight. So the water group lost 2 kilograms. The low-calorie group, the low-calorie drinks, lost more than 6 kilograms over the 1 year. So when you compare water to low-calorie drinks, you lose even more weight going to the low-calorie drinks.
Can I ask you something?
How?
Yeah. Okay, how?
How?
Ethan,
Well, hold on.
You should know. You've seen enough of my videos. You should
I know it's because it satisfies your
sugar
desire to eat other sweet things. Yeah. But Doctor Idz, let me ask you.
Because I do drink water a lot, but I do also crave sweets a lot, and I eat a bunch of
Sometimes I hit it to Coke Zero, and it's good, and I'm good. Instead of eating a chocolate or something. But Doctor Idz, let me ask you.
Yeah.
If the results are so obvious,
yeah,
how did they get this so wrong?
So, no, they haven't got it wrong. They're technically correct. That's why I'm trying to, the language they use is important. They never denied that in the short term, going from sugars to low-calorie drinks provides benefits in body weight, right? They haven't denied that. What they're pushing back against is they're claiming that there's a low certainty of evidence that going from sugars to low-calorie drinks over the long term confers a benefit, right? Whereas the studies we have going up to 1 year, they do show a benefit, but they're looking at the observational data that's been done over 10 years worth of time, not just 1 year. Right.
But how could they? I guess I just don't understand the point. Why did they do this?
Why does the title say they warns against using?
Because they're looking at the links between people that drink low-calorie drinks and increased risks of diabetes, heart disease, and like certain types of cancers, right?
And the fatties are the ones drinking the drinks.
Yes, as I've already pointed out.
And we're all going to die pretty young.
So
yes, obesity is honestly like the second biggest risk factor for overall cancer. It can increase your risk of certain cancers by about 400%, between 1 to 400%.
Really?
Whereas, smoking is number one by a clear margin.
Wow.
It can increase your risk of certain lung cancers by 1,600%. Right?
Whoa.
But smoking's on a whole nother level. Obesity still up to 4 times increase for certain types of cancers. Now, when you're following a group of people that drink sweeteners for 10 years, who are most likely going to be overweight, they are going to have a greater incidence of heart disease, diabetes, and cancer.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why I'm pushing back against their slightly misleading statement, even though it is technically correct based on the evidence we have. They haven't conveyed the message to the public well enough, I don't think. And the newspapers don't understand what they're saying, so they're making kind of inappropriate headlines as well.
Got it.
It's definitely sensationalized headline.
Yes.
So you called it reverse
causality. Yes.
And they acknowledge that in the study, but do they have any evidence at all? Because it seems to me that even putting this study out in the face of evidence that you showed us, if that's like established and well understood, it seems to me pointless to the point of even being harmful to put this out. Why did they put this out? I don't understand.
That's an interesting point. I think it's probably to combat, when like a new field of health research comes out, right? Let's say like a new natural or like a new natural herb has been shown to have anti-cancerous properties, right? You have hundreds of wellness creators who might not understand the details of that paper. They will end up making videos going like, oh, everyone who wants to prevent cancer, get on this natural herb and have it every day, right? So because the wellness industry takes it so far the other way, where it becomes over sensationalized and beyond what is actually the data is showing, I think the WHO are trying to put it back into context by saying, look, every single health coach is now saying that if you want to lose weight, go to low-calorie drinks, right? So they're trying to add a bit of realism, a bit of context to the conversation, which is, if you don't drink sugary drinks and you don't have a sweet tooth, then you probably won't have that much benefit just automatically starting to drink low-calorie drinks.
That seems
right?
self-apparent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you would say that, but a lot of people do recommend low-calorie drinks even if they don't drink anything sweet anyway.
Interesting.
Right. So I think they're trying to.
I thought that was key.
He just drank.
I don't know if you were watching. This is the Watertok drink.
Oh my god, it's horrible.
I don't know what's in there. What is in there?
You don't want to
It's
know.
like Starburst.
That was the warm
Starburst
one.
flavored water.
Starburst.
Yeah.
Starburst and like 3 pumps of caramel, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And maybe some peach and something else too. You're the one
sounds-
saying the artificial sweetener is great.
I want to get his take actually.
Yeah,
Let me
but
show you
how
this.
much? But how much do you need?
Right.
Yeah. Let me show you this. Which one should I show him? Do you think, Martin? The pound cake or the pink drink?
The pound cake.
The one with the butter.
So there's this Watertok.
Internet.
They have quote water recipes.
Okay.
And well, to be totally fair, they all seem to be trying to sell something in the description. So
Classic. Yeah, classic.
Yeah.
but there's no sugar in it. These are artificial sweeteners. And so my thing is like, is this good that they're drinking more water, or is this bad because it's just vile and they're taking it too far? You tell us.
Hi, Internet. Another day, another flavored water sleigh. Let's go. So I just got home from work. I've been rocking my big natural hair, and now it's time for us to make my final water of the day. So today's water is going to be inspired by one of my all-time favorite desserts, a lemon pound cake. To get started, grab your favorite 40-ounce cup. I'm not using my Stanley today because I got a clear cup for you so that you can see the drink. Fill it up with about 35 ounces of water and 5 ounces of ice. But to be honest, today I just kind of winged it. So do whatever you want. Okay, so for the powders, you're going to start by using 1 lemonade packet. I got mine from H-E-B, but any lemonade packet will do. And now for the syrups, to get the cake flavor, you're going to be using vanilla almond. So you're going to do 1, 2, 3 pumps of vanilla almond into the cup. And then for the buttery flavor, you're going to use caramel. So you're going to do 1.5 pumps of caramel into the cup. All right, you know the drill. We're going to mix until all of that powder is dissolved. Okay, so I went ahead and I put the lid on, and now it's time for the taste test. Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay, this one is really good. It's light, it's refreshing, it's perfect for summer. It just has that little hint of decadent lemon pound cake.
It's very light.
Yeah.
What do you think of that, Dr. Idz?
This is exactly what I mean. Like, the wellness industry just takes things way too far, like in everything. Right? So even if something does have inherent benefit, they will push it so far to the point where it starts having harm. Right? It's like, what's the point?
But I love Doctor, and I think it's very interesting what you're doing. I think it's fascinating. I just was listening into it, and I was really, really fascinating. But I think it's a little bit misleading as well, what you just said about, or not you said, but about the studies been done about water versus slow sweetener drinks. And I'm not listening to your videos. I'm sorry about this. I will start to do this because it's really fascinating me. But I think, and we had a strong point, and obviously you're agreeing with that, because obviously for me it's all about water, 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 water. I don't do anything to it. I'm not adding shit to it, nothing. For me it's just pure water. Actually, pure is a terrible word for water, because in water is minerals dissolved. What gives actually water taste? So for two things, what I'm a little bit disagreeing with the studies, what you just showed us. First of all, in the one study it says versus water, and then you showcased us for blood pressure. So what kind of water are we talking about? Are we talking about processed water, purified water, spring water, mineral water, healing waters, extremely high in magnesium or calcium or sodium, what comes from Mother Nature? These minerals can have an impact as well on blood pressure. There's been studies been done in Germany. We have all the bath and spa towns, for sure you know this as well, all over Europe, where people are going and treating themselves on these healing waters to treat themselves, and not by holistic ideas, by normal ideas. We have over 60 water brands in Germany who are falling under the medication law in Germany, who are actually considered medication, not for hydration, they're medication. So for saying, oh, it's just water on the one side, and on the other side are low carbonated beverages, that's a little bit too vague for me, because water I know can be super low in minerality and can be so high that clearly it has an impact. The second study, where I'm a little bit like misleading, I think, is like the idea of when you're drinking low carbonate or like low sweetener drinks, it's about the sweet tooth. So that means I will not eat going to the Cheesecake Factory afterwards and eating then a cheesecake. Therefore, I will lose weight. Okay, that is kind of like okay, but like when I'm in a first place don't have a sweet tooth, and I think you mentioned already, then there is no benefits from spring water going to sweetener waters. And I think we all can agree on that, because I almost had a heart attack when I saw this study there.
So several interesting points. Just so I don't forget, the last thing you just said. So if you look at the demographics that are being tested, right? They're often people with obesity, and often people who are overweight, and often people that have pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes, right? Now, think about their dietary habits that they would have needed to become like that in the first place.
Oh yeah, I totally agree with you.
You can almost guarantee that the majority of them would have a sweet tooth.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So that's why in those populations, which unfortunately is the majority of the US now, 70% of US adults are classified as overweight or obese.
70%?
Really?
Yeah, more than 70%.
Wow.
I think it's 40% are actually clinically obese, and another 33 on top of that are classified as overweight.
What a bunch of idiots.
So basically, when you look at that demographic, there does seem to be, in some cases, a benefit if someone is trying to lose weight. When they go to low-calorie drinks, that tends to stave off some of the cravings and some of the, the late-night snacking they might indulge in, and some of the, when you go out to a restaurant, they might not feel the need to have a dessert all of a sudden because they've had two glasses of Diet Coke, right? If we're talking about myself and you, who are, from what I can see, we're probably within the healthy weight range, right? We don't have obviously really powerful sweet tooths to the point where it ruins our dietary habits too much, right? So whether me drinking this actually helps me more than if I was just drinking water, I can't say for sure, because our dietary habits by definition aren't too extreme either one way or the other.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you.
And now, the second point that you said about the types of water, very true. There are lots of different types of water that have lots of different compositions of mineral content. However, what I would push back on that is, I don't know of any good data when looking at the types of water I have here or the types of water Ethan has next to him over there in the natural water supply that show that switching between those different types of water confers a significant effect where it would actually change your blood pressure on a clinically meaningful level. So if you took 2 brands of water and you did a controlled study over a period of 2 months, I don't think you would find any statistical significance between the 2 groups. So even though there are differences between the waters, I think because the differences are relatively marginal compared to other dietary habits like having, salted meats or salted snacks or crisps or whatever, I felt it was necessary to group water together and compared water to low-calorie drinks, because I don't think that the inter-individual changes would matter too much. That was my thinking, but I do agree that there are differences in water, of course.
And I think that is like something what I think the studies always are a little bit confusing. You have to look at the whole lifestyle of an individual, what you just said. And I totally agree with you there. But to say, oh, we just looked at it and we didn't look what else they're doing in their lifestyle, that doesn't work for me. That does not work for me because my doctor said 50% of my health is pretty much what I'm eating and drinking.
Yes. Yeah, so my friend, the definition of a randomized controlled human trial is actually you are controlling for all these other factors. So when they study the participants, the reason why it's a stronger form of evidence compared to just observing people in the community, it's a stronger form of evidence because you're checking their dietary habits. You're using validated food frequency questionnaires to make sure that they're consuming relatively the same types of foods. You're looking at their exercise habits. You're looking at their smoking. You're looking at their sleep quality. You're looking at, and on top of that, you run statistical analyses where you adjust for any differences in, exercise habits or, waist circumference or, insulin resistance markers, right? So there are lots of very clever mathematical models that you can employ within these research studies that account for the vast majority of the things that you're describing, because as we both know, they are important. Lifestyle factors can affect your, lots of lifestyle factors can affect your health outcome, right?
Absolutely.
So that's the difference between an observational study at a really simple level. I don't want to get too in depth because it's going to lose the audience. But at a simple level, a randomized controlled trial is more controlled because it's in the name than a observational cohort study. And the issue is you can't really run randomized controlled trials for 10 years because that would cost, a single study would cost tens of millions of pounds.
And who wants to be controlled for 10 years?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Problematic.
Exactly.
But there was one, for example, to end this, because why I was so furious about this idea of like studying and then they're putting something out. There was a milk company who did a study about milk is better absorbed and is hydrating more your body than water.
Okay.
And that they went with that on big billboards in America and said milk is better hydrating. And I think that is really misleading to the consumer because, again, they looked at obviously the mineral composition of milk as well, realized, yes, there are these electrolytes who will absorb faster into your body than obviously distilled water who does not have electrolytes. Therefore, that water will not be absorbed by the body so fast. So, and that is my problem because it's not fair to say, oh, it's water.
Yes.
There's too much variety for me by water because I know it so well. And it's totally fine that you're disagreeing slightly with me, that you think, it's kind of like, I actually agree with you because the most Americans are drinking kind of like the same water. The TDS between 20 and let's say 300. That's most of the water brands you can find here in America. So they're very similar. But when you outreach a little bit to a different country, suddenly you will realize, and I have one water here, this has a TDS of 30,000 TDS. The ocean has 38,000. This water has 30,000 TDS. It has nothing to do with water anymore. That is a flavored, extremely flavored beverage by Mother Nature. I should not consider this as hydration product. That's medication. And it's labeled as medication actually in Hungary.
Yeah, so some of those waters would be medical grade to the point where you could even infuse it in like an IV bag, right?
Correct, yeah.
So for example, we use, in hospital every day, we use sodium chloride with a bit of potassium, with a bit of, purely because they're better hydrating than just water.
Yeah.
Right. Correct. So yeah, you're right. But, and unfortunately, a lot of these studies don't actually specify the composition of the water because I would
love to see that. That would be interesting.
Yeah, because it would be. But I think if you look at the countries in which they're conducted, I don't think the average, like you take a group of 1,000 people, the differences in mineral composition from the water that those 1,000 people are drinking, I think will be quite small. I think it will be pretty small.
Can I ask though, like in the case of the study you cited with the milk, using distilled water, that's not like a good water to drink on a daily basis, right? Distilled water. Or is it the same? Because as I understand it, without at least a baseline of minerals and stuff, it's not as good.
It tastes
it's not
terrible.
gonna-
Let's face it
it's
like
not
that.
gonna-
Your body will signalize right away by distilled water what is obviously created for small appliances and your iron. Your taste palate will right away say it's super dry on your mouth feeling because it lacks the minerality. I would, as a water sommelier, never ever drink distilled water. That's for me just unheard of why you should drink that. That's for me companies who want to sell you this stuff, what they're already producing for your iron. And they want to gain a new revenue center. And they came up with this whole idea of pure water needs to be pure. And should no minerals dissolved. And I think your body wants minerals. Most of them we obviously getting from our food. But when you have a very bad diet, you might be lacking certain minerals. And some waters have tons of minerals dissolved.
So if you're drinking distilled water, you probably would still get all the minerals you need from food, right?
When you have a balanced diet, yes.
Or what about an unbalanced diet? I mean, how because a lot of food we eat is fortified, isn't it?
Yeah. In the Western world, I don't think not many people are struggling with, especially sodium, even things like potassium. There's a bit of debate around magnesium, but to be honest, I've seen thousands of patients' blood tests. I rarely see a magnesium deficiency. If I do, it's usually in an elderly population that struggles with normal day-to-day habits. I think the Western diet does pretty well to give us an abundance of everything, right? We're very rarely deficient in anything, but we have an abundance of everything, right? Whereas in many Eastern parts of the world, they genuinely have deficiencies in their diet that need to be medically intervened, and they've had great success with iron fortification in cereals and things like that, things added to grains. But yeah, in the Western world, we don't have an issue with deficiencies. We have an issue with overconsumption and too much.
Okay, so interesting conversation between the two of you. Thank you.
No, thank you so much, Doctor. I learned a lot.
But
Me
now,
too.
I
thank you.
appreciate your
he's the
talk.
best, and so is Martin's the best too.
I feel
But-
like I can put to rest my worry about artificial sweetener.
Really?
I think so.
So where did you decide then? Tell me.
When I saw the study, the Dr.
fine,
Idz
right?
was showing.
Right.
Dr.
Yeah.
Idz doesn't drink water. I'm sorry, Martin. He just doesn't.
No, he does.
No, he
His
doesn't.
beverage right there. I'm
Obviously,
not
like,
agreeing on the
this-
brand actually.
He
Like
drinks
that's
yellow
a different
beverage.
problem for me. The brand is for me like a little borderline. But but he drinks that beverage. What he has is 99% water.
Oh yeah, I would probably say it's even more than 99%.
Yeah, so
It's probably
therefore-
like,
It's
yeah.
yellow beverage,
Really?
Martin.
Yeah. But I brought a
It's
flavored
so
water
yellow.
for you guys.
I'd love to
Okay.
try it.
I
would love
consider
to
a
try it.
flavored water, guys.
Oh
But
yeah.
as
And
you
I
pre-
even chilled it down.
we still have to say though, Dr. Idz.
Yes.
Yeah, Martin is very polite and he's very he's not combative. But our next dragon for you to slay, so to speak, is Love, who's come armed and ready for combat, armed to the head, down to the toes.
Not a water sommelier, but he is top ranked in Call of Duty.
He's a
His
fucking-
ki- you-
he's a king.
His
Yeah,
kill to death ratio is insane.
It's on
I can't lie. I've had many wins in the original Warzone back in the day.
Oh, interesting. Oh, you have your work cut out for you, Love.
I served my country too.
What's your kill to death ratio?
No. I killed a lot of purified water brands.
Well, 0 death. All right, so Love, do you want to unsheath your sword and?
So last time we kind of argued, I went the wrong route because I tried to disprove you by saying the facts were wrong, right? And that won't work because I'm not a scientist and I can't prove facts wrong. So I want to start off this by saying like I'm a skeptic. I'm skeptical to things. I'm not like a scientist denier. I see science and I believe it. I even like drink squash. It's literally the same as you. So I'm very, very interested in something that is called, people call it industrial strength denial, right? This is some heavy shit. It's a book by Barbara Fries, and she is a environmentalist lawyer or attorney. and she speaks about kind of these things that has in history kind of been talked about, kind of been pushed to be safe. Some examples are the coal industry, global warming,
cigarettes,
radium, cigarettes, tobacco, like even seat belts. A bunch of car companies like kind of tried to disprove like that seat belts actually helped. Ozone, all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I figured I would take that kind of approach to sugar or fake sugar, or artificial sweeteners. So I went in and looked at our previous interview and looked at every single study you mentioned, and I actually researched who funded the study.
Follow the money, huh, love?
Yeah, I found some extremely, in my opinion, very, very interesting kind of evidence, right?
Yeah.
So one of the studies you mentioned.
Hold on, there's an important point to bring up, which is that.
Yes, love that.
This is what's happening right now.
I am a surgeon.
All right,
That's me right now.
Sorry to interject that.
And pretty funny, you mentioned both of these both studies you mentioned today are studies that I knew of.
Yeah.
And both of these studies that you mentioned today, and a couple more that you mentioned last episode, all are funded by beverage companies. And
that's not true. I'll show you.
It's not true?
No, I'll show you.
Okay, well, let me finish.
Okay. Go ahead, love. Go ahead.
On these websites, if you go down to funding agencies, for example, on the John Peter, the effects of water and non-nutritive sweeteners, beverage, and weight loss, that whole thing.
Okay.
It says the study was fully funded by the American Beverage Association.
Okay.
The Nima D. McGlynn.
Well, hold on. That's a good point. So what does that mean? It was funded by the Beverage Association. Go ahead.
Okay, so now this is getting into slightly higher level stuff. I'll try my best to make it simple. So the reason why the argument that simply because a research study is funded is invalid is a little bit naive of how the research process works. So let me explain. So for example, the JAMA journal, so that's the Journal of the American Medical Association, for example.
Yeah.
They have a very rigorous research protocol by which any paper that wants to get published in their journal, they need to have an independent data handler, an independent statistician that have no links to the research, to the funding body. The researchers often sign to the people that have funded the research that whatever the results of this research shows, we will publish it regardless of what you say. Yeah.
Absolutely.
The reason they do that is because research has to get funded from somewhere, right?
Absolutely.
Governments simply don't have millions and millions of pounds to spend every single week or every single month. Research needs to get funded, number one, and research is expensive, especially randomized controlled trials where you have to closely monitor people over a long period of time, right?
Sure.
So when you have rigorous protocols in place that separate the funding body to the data collection, to the data synthesis, to the statistical analysis, to the interpretation of the findings, to the writing of the script, and also to actually publishing it in their journal, people that state, oh, the funding body means that the evidence is incorrect. However, if you want to have that view, then all of the research that is funded that is for your argument, you need to also throw that out as well.
Can I say something? Hold on. I have an important point.
Yeah.
What about it being funded by the Beverage Association suggests a bias because they're selling sugary drinks and artificially sugared. They don't care where the research lies. They're going to sell both of them.
But so the point is that if you want to get published in these journals, very prestigious journals, the funding body has to be independent of the data collection and data synthesis.
Let me respond real quick.
So you have a problem.
Let me
Love.
respond, please.
Hold on, love. So you have a problem. First of all, Dr. Idz is saying the data has to be collected impartially. And then I'm also saying, even before you get to that, I don't see a possible motivation because they're going to make money on both sides. Go ahead.
There is a clear trend for people to become healthier, and people are shying away from real sugar. And obviously, they are trying to capture both markets. That is the idea. And if they were not capturing both markets, people would go otherwhere, away from Coke, away from Pepsi, these big companies. So I think, Ethan, your point is fair, but I think it's pretty obvious that they are trying to capture people running away from Coke and running away from normal soda.
Sure.
And then to answer your question, or the stuff you said, it's my point is not necessarily that the facts in the research are wrong, but my point is that if let's say Coke and Pepsi can give money to specific researchers that are going to research specific kind of topics, right? That they could technically fund things that are looking more promising for them, and it will cause a long-term bias where one side of the argument will have more money, and they can kind of choose and pick which kind of things to fund, right? And to back this point up is, I gathered all these research kind of things that you mentioned, and all 5 from last episode were funded in some way of International Sweeteners Association, Nestle, Calorie Control Council, which Coke and Pepsi are in. But all those were funded by these kind of big soda, right? And
big soda.
Yeah, big soda, right? And I actually looked through your TikToks and looked at kind of your old videos where you talk about fake sugar.
Yeah.
And two TikToks, I saw you mention 2 studies that were kind of critical against artificial sweeteners.
Okay.
So I figured I'll fact check myself. Let's check if these critical studies are also funded by big soda, right?
Sure.
And it just so happened, and I haven't done a deeper control of this, I've just these 2 studies that I found you being more critical against it. Both these studies happen to not be funded by big soda. So these two studies being critical against soda are not funded by big soda. And all these other ones that you cited that are pro are funded by soda. So in my head, obviously, not super definitive, is creating a pretty obvious bias. That's kind of my main point here.
Okay, no, it's a good point. So what I would say...
Oh, come on. Yeah, we're trying to be respectful here with the porn.
No. So there's several things. My decision to address a critical study of sweeteners is largely due to media coverage rather than anything else, right? So because those 2 papers, I think one on erythritol recently and one on another one maybe on the Nutrinet Santé cohort in France that looked at cancer risk or heart disease risk and sweeteners, right? Now, because you're using the 2 examples at which I've been critical of the paper's findings, the meta-analyses that I cited that you're stating are funded, remember, that's not one study. Each of those papers have included dozens of individual studies, and the results of those individual studies, you can look if you know how to look at the data. So when I showed you that kind of those graphs, right? Yeah. That's taking so they actually list out all of the papers they use. A meta-analysis also runs a bias check. So any well-conducted meta-analysis will actually tell you about the risk of bias, right? Whether it's high, medium, or low. So we have to remember that each of those references I cited, they include dozens of individual studies where if you looked deeper, you would find that many of them in favor of low-calorie drinks are not funded by big Coke or Diet Coke.
That's actually a question I wanted to ask you, because when you brought up, these big studies have a bunch of smaller ones. So those smaller studies that are in this big study, so they are, it's made sure that they are not biasly picked?
No. So it's not about biasly picked. So when you run a meta-analysis, you're asking a very specific question. So you have an inclusion criteria and an exclusion criteria, right? So basically what that means is, for example, you want controlled human studies that have lasted over 2 weeks, that are testing overweight people, where they went from sugars to low-calorie drinks. So you've already got 3 inclusion criteria there. And then you want to exclude people that have cancer, liver disease, type 2 diabetes, for example, right? So when you run that criteria through a database, you then combine all of the relevant research papers given that specific criteria. Sure. Then you run a meta-analysis on those dozens of papers. Now, all of those dozens of papers are listed out individually, how many people they tested, what the results showed. They have links to all of the individual papers that they assessed, and you can look at each individual one of them if you know how to navigate research, right? And you'll see that a lot of them are independently conducted. Well, they were independently funded.
We can do this. We should do this. I mean, because we can just put our own bet. Well, no, we should just look and see of whatever you think is the meta-analysis we looked at, so that we can actually look at the studies and then see how many are funded by big soda, as Love calls it.
But then you would need to look at the journal it's published in, what the journal protocol is for publishing a paper, because they all have different criteria, right? Some lower powered journals that aren't very prestigious and don't have much clout around them, they won't do any kind of peer review process, right? If you just pay a certain amount of, let's say, £800 or £1,000, you can apply for your paper to get published. They'll briefly look over it, and if it looks like it makes sense, you can then publish it, right? But anyone in academia knows that if you want to get into the bigger journals, the more prestigious journals, like that paper I just cited that's from the JAMA journal, I think that has the highest impact factor of all health journals, I think. Sure. What that means is they have such a robust and stringent protocol where the funding body plays literally no role in the research. That is the only way you can publish your paper in that journal. I agree with you. Yeah. All I'm saying is, if you want to hold the view that I will discredit results based on funding, then you need to discredit all of the funded results in favor of your opinion as well, because there are many. Right? There are many funded papers on Diet Coke. Funded by who? Funded by the Diet Coke industry whatever the low-calorie industry. That have shown negative impacts or associated with weight gain or associated with an increased risk of cancer or cardiovascular disease, right? There are, trust me, as someone that does research for a living, right, and is going to publish papers himself, there are papers that are funded that show for and against. Right, it's just the ones that are covered in the media tend to be of a certain type, because that's what generates the most clicks and views.
Well, we can look at it. We can do that. But I think this is important too to consider, because as Love's original point was that, we used to have studies saying cigarettes were healthy.
That's simply not true.
Okay, well
we never had to the same extent. For example, aspartame is the most heavily studied food additive in existence.
Well,
right?
You got to remember, I'm not denying the science. I'm just, was cause for me to be skeptic. Yeah.
Love, you are well within your right to be skeptical, and you've raised some actually very intellectual points, right? Okay. Points that I get brought with on a daily basis, right? Okay. All I'm trying to help people with is the finer nuance surrounding how the research process actually works, because people think conducting research is easy. No, it's not easy. And there are lots of steps that you may not know about that I'm trying to explain to you. So there are lots of steps that even if a researcher is being paid to do the research, there are many protocols in place that can protect that researcher from having to publish a biased result, right? So there are lots of these things, and that's obviously researchers have to make a living, so they have to get funding from somewhere, right? And any, researcher that has integrity, that has trodden that path multiple times. They know how the process works, and they can easily formulate documents with their research team and be like, look, thank you for the offer to fund this research study. I'm going to tell you now, when you sign this, whatever the results show, we will publish it, whether that's for or against you, right? And lots of journals require this, and lots of researchers require this. So I think just the logic that people go, oh, you know, funded by Diet Coke, or funded by big seed oil, or funded by, you know, tobacco industry, that you can't just negate findings based on funding body. That's all I'm trying to say.
But was there ever one of these, like, okay, maybe cigarettes is a bad one, but like seatbelts or something?
Yeah.
There's got to be a vertical where there was some funding that suggested
What
it was
about,
fine when it wasn't. Back then, during those studies, were these
protocols isolating?
Were the protocols the same back then, or were they looser?
No. So very good point. And I will say that because every single person now that has access to a phone or a computer has access to read these studies themselves, right? Many are free to read the whole thing through, and at the very least, you'll be able to read the abstract, right? This was not widespread 20, 30 years ago, right? People and organizations and academics and scientists and doctors, they almost had like secret knowledge that the lay person did not have access to, right? So I do agree that back then, before the age of, you know, publicly available research databases, you know, PubMed, anyone that has access to a computer and knows how to type words will be able to find research studies on pretty much anything now. Yeah. So this makes it far easier for people to call out obviously biased research and to call out people that are making false claims based on the research that they think they're reading.
So
right?
you're saying back then these research articles were just bogus? Just
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if someone wanted to, and if they had an agenda, you would be able to spin a narrative easier back then.
Okay.
Because information wasn't as publicly available. Now, any person, Love, right? Love went and looked at those studies, right? 30 years ago, he wouldn't have been able to do that.
Right.
Okay. So that's why you kind of had to almost trust like the organizations or like trust these researchers, right? Now you don't have to trust me. I literally showed you the graph of the 17 individual randomized control studies showing a benefit for low calorie drinks compared to sugars.
Now I want to dispel the skepticism. What we should do, Love, not right now obviously, but let's get down and dirty with the 17 studies. Let's tally them up. Let's see who, because, you know, I want to break through to Love. We can't break through to him, Dr. Idz.
So even if
I hear what you say though. I do.
No, let me just clarify. Even if you looked at all of the 17 individual studies in that meta-analysis by McLean, yeah, as I've already mentioned, it was published in JAMA, right? And they have stringent protocols already in place. So regardless of funding body, you can't dismiss the evidence based on that anyway.
Right.
But if you wanted to, just for the sake of, because you want to, that's fine.
Because he has a skeptical mind, Dr. Idz.
That's fine.
There's an issue here, though.
That's fine.
I'm not arguing that what the studies themselves say. I'm arguing that there's a bigger bias where more studies are being done for X and not. For example, I found one study where it said fake sugar is bad, right? Yeah. And then Coke came, or the shell company that they all use, came and funded a bunch of scientists to debunk it. For example, like $2 million or something like that. And would that have been done the other way around? Would there come someone else and put $2 million into researchers for someone else to?
Well,
the other way around?
You have to think about, you know, what is the incentive for publicly funded organizations to fund that £2 million of research? Like what is the incentive?
Oh yeah, they're
as in I'm saying, you're saying, would that have been done the other way around? I'm asking you, if you were a government and you had X amount of money, Would you bother using tens of millions of pounds just to, make more research with the...
Sometimes not. Both of the researches that you said, and for example, that stevia causes change in your microbiome, and aspartame changes your mood. Things that you have not negatively, it causes depression.
Yeah.
Both of these things you have never mentioned. I have.
No, I have.
But not on our show, right?
Oh, no. Oh, no, I did. I think one of the first times I mentioned if you're predisposed to having episodes of low mood, there are some small randomized control trials showing that people who consume a lot of aspartame, that might exacerbate their periods of low mood. And I think that was a 2014 study.
I think that's interesting.
Off the top of my head. But then again, you have to look at, once again, you have to also remember that findings can also happen. Findings can also happen due to chance. Right?
Hold on, is Diet Coke making me sad?
No, that's not.
The study
what I'm saying.
When consuming high aspartame
it's an artificial
diet,
sweetener.
Okay.
It's in Coke, yeah.
Well, what about sucralose? Do we like sucralose? Does that one make me sad?
My friend, all of them can be grouped together, and I'm perfectly happy saying, for the vast majority of people, all of the non-nutritive sweeteners are perfectly safe, right? You have to remember dosage, frequency, and the overall context of what else is going on in your life are also important. Just because I say something is safe, that doesn't mean you find a kilogram of the powder and you start inhaling it.
So, which is what Watertok is doing,
Can I ask you
apparently.
a quick follow-up?
Yes.
You said it was a small trial, right? So
yes, there have been a couple of small trials.
We would want to research that more.
Yes.
Do you think Coke would have funded doing more research into that?
Oh, absolutely. They do that all the time.
Do you see why would they do that?
Because we need, so number one, we need more data, number one. Yeah. And number two, because when the evidence is kind of like, we're not really sure, right? One of the big multi-conglomerates or one of the major billion-dollar companies, they'll be like, you know what? We don't really know. People are becoming confused. Let's just firm this one way or the other, right? Because if it turns out that aspartame, majorly increases your risk of major depressive disorder, right? You know what they'll do? They'll change their formulation after all the headlines catch like wind of it. So
that's
actually,
what they did with cyclamate, right? In the 70s.
So actually, it's in their interest to fund it because then they're not going to get the backlash later on.
Well, as you use as an example, cigarettes, weren't all those companies sued for basically lying about the health benefits of cigarettes? Like a lot of them have a huge liability of misleading people about the health effects of using it. Yeah. So it's possible that Coke wants to know to better assess their liability.
Coke has done that multiple times in history. Like in the 70s, they used cyclamate instead of, I don't know if it was instead of aspartame, but there were some studies that came up. It's cancerous, and they stopped using it, at least in America. They still use it in some parts of the world.
Yeah, and also remember that these funded papers also influence, health policy, whether the EFSA, so the European Food Safety Authority, or the FDA, whether they ban certain ingredients, whether they ban certain compounds, where you have to force industry to change with the regulations. That's actually a good thing for these big companies. They would rather know earlier than after 15 years of questionable research, and then them losing market share because you've got Tom, Dick, and Harry wellness guru being like, stay away from Diet Coke because they still use this like questionable artificial sweetener. It's not in their interest to include questionable ingredients in their products.
Sure,
because they lose.
I see your point. We're at the same page at this point.
Yeah.
All right, so I think
I brought up some stuff I thought was interesting, and
it was, love. I got to say, it was interesting. Damn.
What I would actually argue with all this topic is we all know that big companies need to make money. And I have a feeling, obviously I don't know exactly what the measurements are, but I have a feeling that a Diet Coke is cheaper to produce than a regular Coke with real sugar.
Interesting.
Yeah, probably.
That's for me for sure
That's
why
That's a good point.
as well these big corporations pushing into this whole diet idea because they're saying, hey, listen, we need to make money. Let's be honest here. It's all about money in the end.
For sure.
So
Fantastic
therefore,
point.
for them, it's I
Love
think
is love
easier to push that
Love is love.
into this idea of let's put studies been done. Let's have the data there that Diet Coke is maybe safer than non-artificial sweetener, and they will actually smile at that. They will love that idea of, okay, now let's drink all Coke Zero and Diet Coke. Obviously, I don't know. I don't have the studies there. I don't know. But from a just standpoint there, it's for sure harder to source real sugar and to put it into a factory than to create a cocktail of some artificially flavors.
So yeah, very good point. I'm not sure how the health economics or the opportunity cost between high fructose corn syrup in the US. I know that's very cheap. We use something similar. We have glucose fructose syrup and we have normal just like sucrose as well. I think that high fructose corn syrup is exceptionally cheap in the US. I might be wrong, but I'm not sure. No,
you're right. It is.
I'm not sure the health economics
it's
compared to that.
It's practically free here.
Yes. But what I would say is that you have to remember that, you know, it's not just about the money, even though that is the major component. The other point is about the legality and the liability side, where if it turns out in 10 years' time that Diet Coke have been harming people with these compounds, massive lawsuits
with a price motive. Oh yeah, that'd be bad.
In the ways of 50 hundreds of millions of pounds they could easily lose, right? So they don't want to be intentionally harming people. That is not in any big organizations, right? So I think this whole like narrative that I get in my comments a lot.
Well, if that's true, then why is every time I call Comcast, every time there's a fucking increase in my bill, they just give me the runaround? No, I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. I think that we've gone places, haven't we?
I've learned a lot today.
Definitely.
I think so. Yeah.
Hila, can I get your view?
I feel like Dr. Idz, you are very informative, and I feel like I have been persuaded.
Ooh, that's big for me.
That is big for you.
That's the most important person to persuade.
I think that the studies we looked at were really powerful, and I feel like Love is raising really good points, but I see it from your perspective because in real life, unfortunately, things are very expensive and they do need to be funded. But also, like you are saying, I'm sure there's so many levels to make a study legit. Like you said, you know, there's criteria they need to meet and checkpoints, whatever it is. Obviously, I've never done one, but I'm sure there's so many. So I think that I'm a person of like trust the organization or trust, you know, the scientists who studied it their whole life that they're doing what's best. So
I will say, based on our research here, just to address your point, that it is in general less expensive to produce Diet Coke for whatever that's worth.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably simply because the volumes you need are like to the fold of 200 times less, right? So like per drink, because it's obviously 200 times sweeter, you need then obviously 200 times less. So yeah, probably.
Right, that makes sense too.
So in short, listen, we're water club. We can all agree on one thing. Watertok is demonic.
We did all agree on that.
Yeah, we all agree on that.
My flavored water, what I brought today,
I want to try it.
I really want to try what you brought.
It's a real story. So I'm not making that up. This real flavored water comes from a 700 feet deep well. It's sourced by the German Alps from Munich, and it takes around 12,000 years from rainwater to come to this well.
It's got a special
age to perfection.
And this very beautiful flavored water is called beer in Germany.
What?
Oh.
That is what it is.
Wait,
Because
wait,
beer
what?
is 95% water.
I see.
And they're actually using that source, what I just
This
said.
man just whipped out a 4.
So Hefeweizen, this one pill, or like this beautiful Hefeweizen Paulaner is a great flavored water.
Let's go.
What I drink as a hydration when I'm at the airport, because the most of the time the selection at airports sucks when it comes to water.
Wow.
That is the water I drink.
That's a party. And this we drink cold, right, Martin?
Yeah, I have
Oh,
it cold. I have ice packs filled up here because
Oh my
I thought I want to have it
he's
nice
always
and chilled.
prepared. I love this man.
Wow. What a gracious guest. Wow, thank you. This is your favorite, or just one?
Yeah, that's a great beer. It's just
Hefeweizen.
a very, very good beer.
So, thank you guys both. We should get some cups and pass this around.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's all try it.
Nice and that's very cold.
Oh yeah.
We drank beer.
We drank beer. Thank you everybody for a lively debate. A great, respectful, illuminating debate.
Super interesting.
Yeah.
Love came with some very interesting points, I gotta say.
Thank you.
Although
I've not heard from AB.
I don't know why everyone just counted me out of this, but I'm glad I'm not taking no heat. So.
No,
We want to hear you.
Yeah.
not until now.
Yeah.
Can I just quickly I need to ask just a sensitive question because it's rude of me not to check on your progress since the last time we spoke about a sensitive issue.
Oh.
Is your soldier doing okay?
Thanks, Doc. Yes, I appreciate it.
Okay.
It's okay.
We're good.
AB,
We're good.
AB snapped his dick, for those who don't know the details.
Okay.
Martin, AB was having sex with his wife in the shower, and the dick
Good for him.
crushed in half. And so he had major bruising, and Dr. Idz was consulting us on the issue, right, AB?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I get a concluding remark from AB on his views on the diet drink?
Yes,
malarkey?
please,
Yeah,
AB.
no, I'm with you, Doc. I think I'm with Love in that he was just trying to prove the point that it's him being skeptical. Like there is a reason for him to be skeptical, which is pretty much what he was, trying to get across. Because last time we got roasted saying that, I bet Love and AB are anti-vax and a bunch of other shit. That was just insane. But I think Love presented a really good case as to why it's okay to be skeptical about the stuff. This is not COVID. It's something completely different.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And let me just say quickly before I have to go. Basically, if
do a new poll.
Listen, yeah. If I have no problem saying if you would rather stay away from low-calorie drinks, I'm not saying you should just go and drink low-calorie drinks, right? I'm saying that you don't need to be scared of them, and the totality of data shows they're perfectly safe. These things have been studied in the ways of hundreds, I'm talking hundreds of individual research papers, right? So I'm going to live my life based on the data. That's how I live my life. I'm not scared of any single ingredient. I will happily consume any food once or twice, right? I know, because I understand toxicology, I understand that you're not going to get cancer from eating something once.
Have you eaten the hot chip?
Right.
Martin?
What?
The spicy chip? Have you done the hot chip challenge?
The hot chip
No.
No. You should do that on our show.
I can't handle too much spice. I can't lie. I can't lie. Yeah, I can't lie.
Fair enough.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Dr.
sorry
Idz,
to
I want
interrupt.
to. I want to thank you for dealing with me once again.
No.
I hope most of the viewers realize this is pretty much me asking you questions and you're answering, and most of the times you.
I would not even call it a debate. I would call it a very nice discussion. We had a lovely discussion.
Lovely.
Now, just to put a pin in this, last time after our conversation, the audience was still split as to if artificial sweeteners were totally wrong or not, totally safe or not. Last time, I believe they even swung saying they're still skeptical. This time, we did the poll. Artificial sweetener, maybe it's a bad poll.
Bad poll. It should be skeptical.
It should say artificial sweetener, safe, or I'm still skeptical.
Well, I guess.
Oh my Lord.
Or you could say safe or harmful. Safe or harmful.
I think this is fine.
Okay, so.
But harmful is so aggressive.
Yes, well, according to that poll, 60% said safe, which is a massive progress over our last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cheers, by the way. Thank you,
Well
Martin.
done.
Cheers.
Intelligent.
Cheers.
Clearly, you guys have an intelligent audience.
Oh,
The water. Well, we'll see into when we reword it.
Right.
How intelligent they are.
Because I don't think it's bad for you. I'm just
I love it.
skeptical.
Oh
Yes,
my
it
god.
is.
Awesome, huh?
That is so good.
Artificial sweetener.
Wait, that
So
tastes
what
really
is-
good.
What is this called again?
It's a Hefeweizen, so it's a wheat beer.
Oh, I
beer.
love wheat beer. Let's
so
go.
That's awesome.
Wait, why does that taste so good?
Because it's German.
Because it's
We
German.
taste
They know
good.
what's up over there.
I usually don't like the taste of beer
Yeah.
at all,
Yeah.
all
But
the
this is
time.
great.
This is like
But this
actually
is like
good.
Like
having
sweet
beers
banana
with
flavors.
friends.
smooth. Damn,
Oh, yeah.
Martin.
This is delicious.
Isn't that so good? What the
Holy
fuck?
shit.
Love it.
If you guys are wondering the brand,
Hold on, it's one of the
Halfway
very,
through?
very famous beer brands in Germany.
Excellent.
you can buy
say
this
it
out
again?
here.
Munich. You can buy it at
Halfway
John's here in America.
With the
John's,
water aged
J-O-N-S.
for 12,000 years, you said?
Yeah, really. Like it's
No, I believe
rainwater.
you.
Water. It's like the story what I just said was all true.
Mm.
Yo,
They're
that's
sourcing the well water from the Alps under Munich,
Is
700
it,
feet deep.
Is it like expensive compared to other
No.
beers? No.
I paid $8.99 for 4 cans.
it's a slightly premium price.
Yeah, you have to get it into America as well.
Right.
obviously.
The
So
import is a
therefore,
lot.
It
Yeah.
costs you a little bit more, but I think you're getting a great quality.
That is the best, Martin. You always come in with the facts and receipts, the best
I love
flavors
it.
of liquids.
Yeah.
I
All
like
right.
to give love.
One more time here. Artificial sweetener, safe or still skeptical? Let's do that. 60% coming
About
in
the
still
same. I think
saying
the original
safe.
poll wasn't a bad poll. I think we had a good poll. On
Maybe.
Yeah, I thought it was fine.
The numbers are the same, so it was a good poll. Dr. Idz, we made some incredible
I'm
progress
gonna
here.
tell
today.
you what I'm voting.
Thank you, Dr. Idz.
Safe.
This is incredible. Hila's out here.
It's my pleasure, guys. Thank you so much.
And so let's say it together. Fuck the World Health Organization.
No,
Wait, but
I
he
can't
works
say
for
I
them.
can't say No. I don't.
No.
I don't work for them. I've literally had
Okay.
a few. I've had a few emails being like, "Oh, we'd love you to be on our, misinformation committee where you, help us debunk information."
Okay.
I said yes, but now I have to also be like, guys, I don't really accept your phrasing. I think it's a little bit misleading. So that's what I've tried to clarify today.
Okay.
There it is. To yellow beverage.
The yellow beverage.
All right, thank you very much, guys. I need to head off now.
All right.
Okay.
But I will just say, Ethan, if you don't mind, I just have a cheeky little plug for myself, if that's all right.
Absolutely, please do.
Okay. So if people are, any academics, professionals, health enthusiasts, anyone that's interested in the more higher level scientific breakdowns, like a little bit kind of what I got into today, just a little bit. I have just opened my online school about a month ago, where I do professionally recorded, more in-depth scientific breakdowns of a lot of these topics.
Oh, cool.
So if you're interested, then check out, my links. I have my website on there as well. So that's for people that really
Wait, what's
want,
it called?
it's called the School of Dr. Idz.
The man has
School
a
of
school
Idz.
now.
Yes.
Doctor, if you have a link, send it to Olivia, and I'll add it to the description of the episode for you.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much.
You got it.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Excellent. I heard the first iteration, Hustler University, got vetoed. School of Dr. Idz is better.
I think it's a little more rooted in evidence compared to that.
Okay, good.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Doctor.
Cheers.
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Lovely to meet everyone. Martin, thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Doctor.
Yeah.
Thank
Take
you.
care, everyone.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Idz.
Bye.
I gotta say, Love impressed me today.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was very
I
good.
didn't expect, but you brought some heat.
Yep.
You had him sweating there for a minute.
Look at your little thing.
I think, I last time I kind of had this argument, I tried to argue the fact, which obviously I can't do. I'm not a scientist, I'm not a researcher, so try to find a little bit of a different way.
Angle.
Yeah.
Were you playing that chef or was it Ian?
Ian, right?
That was me, yeah.
Okay, I like that. That's cool.
I support Jenna family.
Okay.
Nope.
So, Martin, do you need to leave? Are you in a hurry?
Yeah, I need to go to Gwen and
Yeah, I had a
serve a little bit my guest.
I had a feeling yeah.
Coming over.
All right.
So, but let's talk. I would love if it's okay for us all to come visit you there.
Yeah.
That'd
Yeah,
be
please,
super, that'd
please.
be awesome.
Always come over. And again, like I cannot thank everybody enough here from the audience as well. Yeah, like you're the real superstars, obviously.
That's right.
And it's always fun to see all the comments on my social and getting referred obviously to the H3 podcast. So thank you so much for all the amazing love. And this is family, obviously. Huh? Family.
It is. What a great episode. So you can go ahead. I know you're in a hurry.
My friend.
Thank you for the beer.
Thank you again.
We'll be in touch, and I'm really excited actually to come check out Gwen. So
Me too.
That's great. That's exciting. And the water drips are. That's basically the end of my diarrhea.
Oh, stop.
That's what it sounds like.
Disgusting.
It's what it is.
It's disgusting.
Those are the kind of drips that get back up on your ass too. You know
Stop it! Stop!
I know exactly what those sound like.
Please.
We're all enjoying
Hey,
a
what's
beautiful
the
beer.
TDE of diarrhea, Martin?
Stop.
What's the
What do you the dissolved?
DHS?
What do you call it? Dissolved parts per. What's the acronym? TDS.
Let's be honest, guys.
What's-
I never check the TDS of my diarrhea, and I will never do it. I had to drink once at
Probably
the Bill
pretty
Nye
high.
show. At the Bill Nye show, I had to drink urine of the astronauts of the International Space Station.
Oh,
You did that?
You can check it out right now on Netflix.
Wait, you were in Bill
What?
Nye?
On the Bill Nye show.
Oh, no
first.
way.
Whoa.
And they gave me the astronaut water, and this is the water what they're obviously drinking it out of space.
How is
Yeah.
it?
And it's very heavy to bring water obviously up there. So they brought once water up there, and now they're recycling and recycling it all over again. So that means they're collecting their sweat, shower water, and urine, purifying it, and then drinking it again. That almost, and it's now strange to say, it was super sweet on my palate.
Ew.
That water. And it smelled like a dentist office. Like when you walk into a dentist office, that was the smell of that water. It was disgusting, guys.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, my
One more reason
Lord.
for me not to go out of space.
Let's stay away from space.
Thank you, Martin.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Nice
Thanks for
meeting you.
coming, dude. I hope so.
Okay,
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we'll
we'll be
definitely be
there.
there. We'll hopefully
Yeah.
see you there, buddy. And appreciate y'all so much. Martin's the man. I mean, who doesn't love Martin? The water god.
Yeah.
Poseidon. I'm going to start calling you Poseidon.
We have a Poseidon statue of Martin in that background. I don't know if you noticed.
Oh, I
is that
didn't.
what it
Wait, pull it up again.
Yeah,
Oh
if
my
you
God.
look at the...
I didn't even notice.
Take a look.
That's
We-
Martin in the background
That's funny.
as the god of the ocean, god of the sea.
You are Poseidon.
Yeah, right there. There he is.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thank
Love
you.
ya. Martin's the man. We love Martin. Dr. Idz is the man, too. What a show.
Yeah.
See, people were complaining about our Babble and Preach one being like, oh, just one topic.
Mm-hmm.
Now we brought it all down to science. He said he was laughing that we're intellectual. Well, I guess we are. Dude,
Fix your floor.
hear that?
I am so sorry. I've been working on it. I
Put some
promise by next
carpets
week.
down. Something.
All right. Well, how long we been going, Dan?
Just about 3 hours.
Gee whiz.
Gee whiz.
That
Was there
was
anything else
fun.
we wanted to hit on before we go? Let's see.
Oh, we could probably save. I mean, all of this is fairly evergreen, I would say. We got a bunch of the goofs. Let me see if was there any of the goofs and gaffs that we really wanted to cover.
Oh God, now I got a burp.
This beer is fantastic.
That
by
is
the
the
way.
best beer I've
good.
ever
It's
had.
one of the
I
best
think.
beers I've ever.
Yeah.
It tastes like sweet and nice and smooth. What's the percentage on this one? Alcohol percent.
It's like beef jerky.
Oh, it's 5.5. Tastes a lot like beef jerky.
Oh, we do have that clip of Fuzi. Speaking of tastes like beef jerky.
Oh, we should do that.
Can we-
And also,
can we
I
just
want to
watch
show the
that?
rug since
Right.
a wonderful
Yeah.
journalist wrote an article about our beloved Ela.
Yeah.
Who's here with us today.
So, Morgan from Fashionista is here.
Can you
Flew,
can you
she
cut
flew
that?
out here to do an interview with
There
me
she is.
yesterday.
Hi.
Hello.
Morgan and her boyfriend who brought us
Husband?
delicious. Oh, husband?
Husband? Yeah.
Husband?
Yeah, husband.
You put a ring on it, huh?
Yeah, I got
Good
the
for
ring
you.
on it.
Who brought us the greatest donuts I've ever had.
They are so good.
Insane, but
Shout out Mochi Nut.
Yeah,
Mochi
mochi
nut.
donuts for those that are
Okay,
familiar.
okay.
but you guys brought us a rug, right?
So it's a gift from Morgan's friend. I'll let you explain
Is it
better.
here? I haven't seen
It's
it.
in the other office right now.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
But yes, it is here.
It's in the Teddy Fresh
Yeah.
office. Yeah, check this out.
Makes sense.
It's probably copyrighted music, eh?
Probably. Put something funky on.
Oh, he's got that.
Funky, I know.
He got that Bye Mom, Hi Mom shirt on. Yo, those carpet guns are so sick.
So cool.
Is this what he does? Is he a carpet maker?
Yeah, they own a design company called Baker Hill Design, which is their Instagram. So yeah, they just tuft rugs. This is the first one they've done with the design where they pull it out.
Dude, that is freaking
So very innovative.
What the
So
F?
cool.
That's so sick.
Yeah. Britt designed
So I'm gonna
it, as
do
you
that.
saw on the iPad.
Yo.
Put it up on the wall like that.
That's awesome.
That's crazy. We definitely got to put that on the wall.
Yeah.
So talented. This is Baker Hill Design. Shout out.
Yeah, shout out.
Is there like a fancy name for a carpet maker, like how like a cobbler is like a shoemaker? Is there
Carpenter.
I'm kidding. Carpenter.
Yo, look at the. That's pretty funny. Look at these other ones. We got Kirby Dreamland up in this bitch.
Oh, that's cool.
We got
So
this one's
good.
for Olivia. She's not here.
Not here.
These are awesome.
Whoa,
Good
this
for
one's
that.
crazy.
Super talented Baker Hill Design. There it is.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
So one last thing, Ian was streaming, and then we captured this great moment. Here it is, Fousey Tube. We got some news drops from Fousey, thanks to Ian.
Really?
Some foot soldiers got in Fousey's chat and started saying some silly stuff, and we got some new drops.
Oh
You guys are
my
gonna love this.
God.
Thank you, Ian.
I didn't know even that he's streaming.
I didn't know that about Fousey. No, I didn't know that.
Raid, H3 raided people saying, nah, it was Mr. Worldwide Wasted.
Shout out.
Got the name wrong.
It's not quite the
Mike
name,
is a
but close
clown,
enough.
you're a king. We are here for vibes.
Why is he reading
I
like
felt
that?
gay. Tastes like beef jerky. I.
He said it. He said the thing.
So wait, now we have the new drops, right, Zach? You pulled those? Let me.
I felt gay. Tastes like beef jerky.
Dude, those-
Oh my God.
Those are gonna be
wasted.
By the way, our fans are the best. They weren't being
Yeah.
mean. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They're being
Well,
nice.
My
We are
understanding
here
is
for
after this happened, he banned the word gay in his chat.
Oh.
I felt gay.
I can
He probably thought he was
understand.
getting trolled, but it
Yeah.
really wasn't. Like,
Yeah.
it's all
love.
good fun. Yeah.
I love that. My favorite is the I.
That's what I was getting to, yeah. He's just like, cool.
I felt gay. Tastes like beef jerky.
Alright.
He's with it.
I.
not?
He's gotta be so
All right, what's up, y'all?
Why not? I love that. I.
I felt gay.
I know
Oh my God.
Tastes like
clean.
beef jerky. Worldwide wasted.
Awesome. Yeah. So, well, it's 4:30. I guess we got to wrap it up. It's been about 3 hours, eh?
3 hours on the dot.
Wow.
Right now.
It went by fast.
Good. Lots going on here. Hold on. Let me see if I got my apology yet from Babel and Reach, because he said it would be in one day. Didn't he say that?
That's him laughing.
He said, I'll be out here one day.
Wow, you a bitch.
Wait, how come the channel doesn't show up?
Wow.
Yeah?
Why doesn't the channel show up?
Because their name isn't Babel and Reach.
Oh, it's not? Wait, what is it?
Panda and Rich.
Abba and Preach.
Peaches and cream, actually.
No, I denounced
Peaches
that.
and cream.
I denounced that. Apparently, this logo they took is from like a
Sex shop.
adult superstore in New Zealand or something.
Mm-hmm.
So. Plagiarist.
I thought it was funny that they embraced the meme.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. But 6 hours ago, and I don't believe this included an apology for me. So, by the way, you see what happens when they create.
Loser.
Look at their views here: 500,000, 500,000. Oh, Ethan threatens us, 1.2 million.
Yeah.
And now these bitches ain't going to respond.
Well, we'll see.
Maybe they're fixing their floor first.
Maybe they let them cook, you know?
Yeah, let 'em
They're
cook.
cooking up the.
They said one day they'd be out here apologizing.
Maybe he was being a little hyperbolic.
Okay,
It's a holiday weekend. We'll give him.
It is
let's give him a-
Memorial. It is Memorial, and he did serve in the military too. Abba, I
That's
believe.
right. Although,
well, he didn't die
in Canada.
He didn't
and
die.
also he didn't die.
Yeah,
Right.
Memorial Day is for our fallen brave soldiers. You didn't die.
Alright.
Yeah. All right, chill, Fousey.
Chill, Fousey.
Yeah, but taboo. I'm sure whatever they talked about, it was taboo.
subject.
Taboo.
That's my favorite subjects. Are taboo. Like stepdaughter porn. I don't know.
What?
That's a taboo subject. I don't know why I said that. So we will not be here on Monday. We're all taking the holiday to memorialize all the great soldiers from the Civil War.
Sit up, everyone.
All the way up to Afghanistan. And not the Independence War, because, well, we can honor them.
Wait,
just
why?
not in Nebraska.
You mean the Civil War?
No.
You call it the War of Independence? Are you Confederate?
No, no, bro. The one against Britain.
Oh,
we got to honor them too.
Right. No, of course. Why wouldn't we? Yeah.
Because, well, in Nebraska, we're just honoring the people in Nebraska.
Because Nebraska didn't exist, to be fair.
You know, shout out to all the brave warriors. Thank you for your service.
Sorry, Dr. Idz, for honoring the Revolutionary War.
Yes. Thank you for your service. Sorry about not having health care for you. Sorry about the burn pits. But the good news is we will be putting a tiny little toothpick flag on your grave. So that'll make it all better. You seen those little flags they do?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's like a little toothpick with the American flag. They're like, I have lung cancer from burn pits. They're like, no. When you die, you get the toothpick. So we're a generous country, and we really care about our soldiers out here. We got a whole day to celebrate them. Huge mattress sales, too, coming out to honor our brave fallen soldiers. IHOP's got deals.
Hell yeah.
Okay, wrong flag.
Hey, get the fuck out of here. England shit.
Yeah, now's the perfect time to head on over to Sit and Sleep. Pick you up a Stern.
Your mattress superstore.
Killing me, Larry!
The deals are insane this weekend. Stearns and Foster. I don't know the other brands. You know what they need to have a sale on is coffins.
Oh.
Because it would be more appropriate for Memorial Day.
Not a
like I see
mattress.
where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but let's get him some health care, okay? That's what I'm all here
On
about.
the VA.
That's America. Let's go home and drink some Coke Zeros. Let's pound them.
Take us out.
Open arms and willing hands, giving just to help her fellow man. That's America. Standing in defense of right, not afraid to give her all to fight. That's America. That's America. That's America to me.